Child. Y'all back. Did y'all make it back? Did y'all make it back? They trying, boy. They is trying. Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Holla if you hear me. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some hearts. Okay. I tagged 18. Child. Okay. So 18 to I just tagged you in the post. Okay. Okay. No, they can't stop us. They might want to try, but they can't stop us. Yeah, we back, child. We is back. Hold on. Let me see, can I give this link to Sylvia? Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, there you are, AT. Okay, I'm gonna drop. Listen, hold on, y'all. I'm not finna. Hold on. Share, copy, link. Okay, so I sent that over there. Okay, all right. Holla. Chad, they finna try this. So listen, we got a lot to talk about tonight. We have a lot to discuss. Because the gaslight is on. The gaslight is on. That 15 minutes of gaslighting, the 15 minutes of race baiting, the 15 minutes of I have no response of freaking ability for nothing that I did is crazy. It's on and it's popping. So this is what we're gonna do. I just dropped the link to Sylvia, and this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna play the introduction, and then we're gonna get it on and pop. We're finna get it started. Here we go. All right. Welcome back. Okay, I am going to drop the link here for my panelists so that they can come on in when they get ready. Hello, infamous Sylvia. Hello, AT2. Hello. Speaking from the Purple Couch, if you all can come up. Now, I want y'all to give us just a few minutes to chit chat about this, and then we're going to get your thoughts on this whole thing. I want you all to also share this video with your peeps. I know there's a lot of other larger YouTubers that are on right now, and some of them are getting ready to come on off. Some of them are coming on off as well. Let me go over here to the channel and let me get in here and make sure I've got the comment pinned. Okay, good. Oh, hey. Everybody made it. Come on in the room. Hey, come on in the room. Hey. We gonna say hello to the panel. How y'all doing? Hey.
I'm excited to be here.
Okay, I can't see me. Can you see me?
No.
Yeah, we can.
Did you mean for us to see the black?
No. What's wrong with my camera? What's going on? What the what? Okay.
Hold on, let me see if I can adjust. Oh, there we go. I adjusted my screen. Okay.
Okay, there we go. We're gonna say hello to the peoples real quick. Hello, Sister Act and Rhonda. And Vegas girl, hey, thanks for popping over. Hey, Ceresia, thank you so much, moderator. Desiree sure did. Yeah, she sure did, didn't she? She sure did. She sure did. Hey, you and your feelings. Hey, the
Okay, where's my camera?
truth. Hello, hello, hello.
Oh,
Hello, hello. Hey, Lorena, how's it going? How's it going?
okay, let me do something else.
Okay, baby. There should be little settings. Now we're on Restream. I'm gonna
Oh,
tell
Okay,
there
you
we go.
something.
here we go.
Hey,
All
There
hey,
right.
you
Okay,
go.
something was wrong with
hey.
my other little camera. Something. Okay,
It's all right. It's
it's
all
all
right.
good. It's all good. My
It's
hands
all
all over
good.
the place.
It's Listen, it's all good in the neighborhood. You came on in the room. Listen,
Right.
this is what we're gonna do first. Sylvia usually prays, and I will pray too. But I'm fixing to light a little sage too, because we're gonna need some
Okay.
cleansing and some clearing. Because honey,
Ooh, yes, yes, yes.
Hey,
that monkey mess
Hello.
that we have witnessed.
hey, hey, hey,
My.
do I need my cards? Do I
Oh
need
no, not don't you know?
you know the cards never lie.
You, you don't start. Listen, y'all. I'm uploading. Actually, this is the other thing I did for all of us. I have the audio from the 15-minute gaslighting session, and I
Ooh.
also went on ahead and got the transcripts. The
Oh.
transcripts. I went on ahead and transcripted it. See, we're truly over here a professional organization. And as
Right.
such, we have all the tools and all the things and the things. So
Mhm,
you can't sit here and say you didn't say something because let me
mhm.
tell you, I'm gonna have it.
All
Right.
right.
So
I'm
you
gonna
got the
have
transcript from the court?
not those transcripts. I have the transcripts from the 15-minute gaslighting that we have just witnessed.
Oh, okay, okay, got you, got you, got
I
you,
have them
got
there.
you, got you.
I got them there transcripts, okay? Them scripts,
Mhm.
okay? So, and we're gonna open them up too because I want to be sure that in case somebody didn't catch the wording thereof. Come on now, open up for mama. I don't know why it's playing with my emotions. Say, I don't know why that's playing with my emotions, but we're gonna talk about it. So, did everybody that happens to be here on my esteemed panel, first of all, want you all, for those of you that don't know whom certain people are, and please, like I said, the other YouTubers I know are on, but as they're signing off, I want you all to let everybody know we're going to talk about this not only just from a general legal standpoint, but we're also going to talk about the spiritual legality of what just happened. And we are
Yeah.
going to
Yeah.
dissect the gaslighting of it all. We're going to dissect the narcissism of it all because truly this was narcissism on absolute display. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
Mhm.
This was
totally.
on
No
absolute.
other way to put it, you know?
There
Mm.
isn't. There is nothing else to say but the fact that this was
Mm.
complete and utter narcissism. I'm trying to make sure that when we view these transcripts, let me see, just one page, just one page, single page. Can we? Well, I really didn't want it like that, but okay. View. Hold on, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Column width, layout. Come on now, page. All right. Well, we're gonna have to just do it like that. All right. So my esteemed panel, um, the one, and this is in no specific order. I want everyone to know who infamous Sylvia is. Who
Yes.
hopefully she's going to change her name to famous Sylvia. She should probably change her name to Sword of Truth Sylvia
Mm.
because that is truly who she is. She was at the trial from start to
Mhm.
finish, from voir
Yes.
dire, from that is jury selection when they ask the jury the questions. She was there from that point on to the bitter end. Sylvia, would you like to introduce yourself real quick to folks who may not know who you are?
Hi, everybody. I am infamous Sylvia slash famous Sylvia.
Yes.
um,
Yes.
I am a YouTuber. I go to the courthouse. I gotta see it as an eyewitness. I don't want to hear what other people say. I want to be there. So that's where I've been. I go to the courthouse, and I was there.
Amen to that. Amen to that. And from the
that.
from the first day to the last day, you did not skip a day. You were there the entire time.
Yes.
The only part is I got kicked out almost the last day because I made that motion. I'm like, when they said $1 million, they said $1 million. I said yes, and so. But I did get the gist of it all.
All right. All right. Yes, Armand did read her for utter filth. We also have speaking from the purple couch. Hello,
Yes.
a new friend of mine as well. You want to introduce yourself as well?
Yes, speaking from the couch, actually, my name is Cecilia, and I basically just really started my YouTube. I do have several videos up, but just coming on, like I said, I've been watching YouTube for like 3 years, but just coming into this space and seeing what's going on, I said, well, let me just be a part of it. And really what pulled me in is infamous or famous Sylvia, especially with this case. So I'm just here. You can check out my channel. It's about current affairs. It's about really what's happening in our world that affects and effects us.
Awesome. Thank you. And guys, and for my moderators, I am putting, where is your, oh, there you are. Okay. I'm putting everybody's channel links into the chat. And certainly last but not least, my surrogate son, he's not going to like that I said that. I'm not sunning you. I'm not sunning you, okay? But AT2, how did I discover you, AT2? I think from
because you
Sherelle.
can't. Sherelle?
I think it was from Sherelle's World. I think that's how I discovered you. I came across you. And I love his take on just general things and life, and he's a newer YouTuber as well, and just navigating this thing that we call YouTube. Would you like to introduce yourself to the peoples?
Yes, thank you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. I just want to say thank you, Lisa. Thank you for even having me on here and suggesting that I be on here. I am happy about that because we're going to get into some things. But for everybody who's first tuning in, don't know who AT2 is, yes, I'm your boy AT2, entertainer, comedian, sex symbol, commentator, all that good stuff. I'm all in one. So,
well, all right.
Hey, now, listen, speak your speech. Speak it.
Mhm.
right.
Speak it.
Hey, if nobody else say it about me, I got to say it about myself, right?
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly. And well, I don't want to I'm not trying to put your business on the street, but for those of y'all that might be out there in the California area, this young man is single too, ready to mingle. Come on now, come on now. Go, he's a nice, very nice. I would have him as my son-in-law. So that should
Oh,
tell
thank you.
y'all. That should tell y'all I'm co-signing him all that way. I would have him as my
I really do
son-in-law.
appreciate that.
You're very welcome. Okay, guys. Now, also, we are going to drop the link again for just a little bit. I am waiting on a few other possible people to come up here and be on the panel. But let's get this started. Hopefully, I'm just doing one thing. One thing, guys, I am a professional, but I do also have to. Hopefully this gets pinned. Somebody let me know if that's pinned in the YouTube chat because it's pinned on mine. Evelyn said you are all that. That you're all that AT2. There you go.
Oh,
Evelyn
thank
Torrance
you.
says you're all that. Okay, gang. Now, I hope everybody here saw the Gaslight 15-minute video. I want to get your thoughts on it first. We will start again. We will defer to the young lady that was in the court for the entire time. What did you think?
A bunch of hogwash. I say it lightly. My thoughts is this a different person that was in the chat in the courtroom? What
Mhm.
courtroom was she in? Because she's talking about the machine. She's talking about like she's the spokesperson and like she's a person of truth because she said the police and different law enforcement uses her information for cases and stuff. I'm like, okay, lady, you gave false information. You gave lies. So, and now all of a sudden she's going to be the spokesperson for Fifth Amendment rights.
Yeah, First Amendment. Mm-hmm.
First Amendment. I'm sorry, First Amendment rights. Okay.
When I don't think she's ever done an actual civil right, nothing.
Right.
Like I ain't never heard her be, shouting out civil rights at all. And power to the people.
Right. Because didn't she want all white lawyers and stuff like that? She didn't want nobody with. She didn't want no pepper. She just wanted salt, right?
Okay, y'all. I also though tonight we are gonna let y'all know I have something that we are going. If we need to, we're going to make sure that we are. Come on now, that we are having what we are going to call
court.
Order in the court. Order in the court. So if she out of order, y'all know that's what that there is. Okay, we're gonna go back to that. Now, I'll put my gavel down for a minute. Yeah, she did have, in fact, all white attorneys. When she's down in the ATL, and I think anybody that knows anything about the ATL knows full well there are plenty. There are plenty of black lawyers that could have been at her. Excellent black attorneys. That we're going to get into that too a little bit too, because I do want to touch on that because part of me feels like you might not have gone to a black attorney because a black attorney might have told you full of you know what, and girl, you better get this case out my room. Because I mean, you could have found one that was going to take your money, but she was not going to run roughshod over a black attorney. Trust and believe that.
Right.
Trust and believe that. So that's that. Now, speaking from the purple couch, what else do you think about this situation?
I tell you, like I said, I was trying to keep hope alive, and I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I do. I just,
Not just
I
the
just
judge,
try, to see if there's a little bit of something. But there was a little bit of nothing. And to talk about conspiracy and payola, I mean, those words, you're treading on some dangerous grounds because basically you're saying that the judge was paid off.
The judge and the jury.
The
judge and jury. She
judge
said
and
both.
jury. And you don't put that out there. Federal court and that judge, he has a good reputation. So that's not a good thing. And and then just say that you took down the videos in good faith. Well, no, your injunction. See, it's so lopsided because your injunction is coming. That's really why you took it down.
Right.
Supposed to show good faith, but then you've said all this other stuff that just negated you putting down the videos in good faith. Because now what you said is totally opposite of anything that's good and of good faith. So you just negated all of that.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, then you're talking about what was put before the children, what they're putting on our community, but yet, you are using vile language, and your daughter is ear shy. I mean,
and you're alcoholic on the line and stuff.
showing wine, you talked about alcohol and drugs. It's still kind of shooting shots. She specifically said prostitutes. She specifically said drugs. Come on. What are we doing here? I was just trying to hope and pray that there was like an inkling of remorse, just a little inkling, but it was nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing was remorseful. And the thing is that she has to realize it's not just the attorneys are watching this. They watch
Yes.
that. I'm
Right.
sure they have recorded it because this will play a part. And the judge is the one that's going to determine the injunction. And if the judge is
Mhm.
hearing you say something like, "Oh, he was paid," come on.
He ain't gonna like that.
No, he's not gonna like that at all. Absolutely at all. 82, do you want to say something else before I start sharing a couple things here? Because I want to talk about, exactly why we feel this is not I feel. I'm not speaking for nobody else. So I want this all to be known at this moment in time. This is opinion.
Opinion.
Okay. This
Mhm.
is opinion. When I start letting everybody else up, the views and of anybody else that come up here is not the views of any of us, and that we are not responsible for that. That's their own views. Okay. So just want that out there too. But I want to go at this from this like kind of narcissistic, lunatic, sociopathic type behavior that we have now seen. 82, you have been a victim of, or should I say, because I don't like calling anybody a victim. People that tried to come at you like this
Right.
and try and said very horrific things about you. What are your thoughts about this type of? Because actually, some of the responses were similar to this,
Yeah.
if I might
Right.
remember. But go ahead, 82.
The crazy part is that she has a platform. She had an opportunity to let everybody know, like, hey, it didn't go my way, but this is what we're gonna do moving forward. To me, it sounded like a presidential speech that she was giving. It was a speech that nobody cared for. My thing is that she shouldn't just had said anything. I think not saying nothing and just moving forward would have been better than the BS that she did. But for
Mhm.
whatever reason, whatever pride, she's very prideful. She decided to give us this BS statement about payola, and then people can't sit in their homes in LA and Chicago deflecting and all that had nothing to do with you lying about Cardi B.
That had nothing to do with nothing. That had nothing to do with nothing.
Nothing.
And the thing is, okay, what got me was, okay, we're gonna play it. We're just gonna have to we're gonna play the video. Um Join the talk. Okay, so when I'm putting this up here, but when I tell y'all to, that's when y'all can come on and join. I'm gonna pin this because I don't want to have to worry about pinning it later. Okay, gang. So we'll start letting people up onto the panel very shortly. Okay, good. I got that over there. All right, let's see if this is gonna work right for the people in the back. So that may not have seen it. Yes, I did give her the view, but I gave her the view, and we all gave her the view so
Mhm.
that you all wouldn't have to. Here we go. Let's see if this is going to work. And then, oh, hey. All right. So let's see. Child, look
Okay.
at all this. Okay, so I got this down here for the response. And here we go. It
All
should work. Come on now. And if it don't work, trust me, I got another way to play it.
Hey, if there's a will, there's a way, right?
These
Amen.
last 4 years fighting this conspiracy case have been extremely challenging, and yet I wouldn't change a single thing.
And yet I wouldn't change
Jesus.
a single thing.
Wow.
I'm gonna show y'all one other thing. I created a little graphic for y'all to be able to see. This is the cycle of narcissistic abuse.
Ooh.
Okay. First, you start with the idealizing. So some of you may or may not know, I'm not sure, but way back before all this started, she put out some videos. Shout out to Armand Wiggins, has played these clips on his channel. where she was talking positively about Cardi. Cardi is winning because she's authentic, because she's real, da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
Now, between the idealized and the first bit of gaslighting, and then what can sometimes happen is we skip some of these steps. But between there, she tried to, using the idealization, she tried to get Cardi on her channel. And tried to get interviews. And when she couldn't get an interview with Cardi, then she went to the Star Marie thing, which is how we got even to this place, because then this has now been decided in court. This is no longer allegedly. There is nothing allegedly about this. The hearing has happened. Miss Sylvia, I do believe they talked about the Star Marie video, right, in the courtroom. Is that correct?
Yes, they did. They showed it too.
So this is no longer allegedly. So somewhere in that time period, she finds Star Marie, or Star Marie finds her. They do this video, which is the basis for, which is the initiating issue with the defamation suit. And then she tried again, and Cardi wouldn't come on. So then she gaslit. That's the Star Marie video and the multitude of videos afterwards. Okay? That's what that is. Then that person then discards you. So the whole time, all this 4 years, she's been basically discarding Cardi. She's basically been discarding Cardi. And how does that work? That works like, well, I don't like you no more. You didn't do it. I'm going to talk about you. I'm going to dog you out. I'm going to dog you out. I'm going to dog you out. Okay? And then we have, I shouldn't have took it down. Then I'm going to move through this and we're going to listen to more. Then we have the smear campaign, which during the discarding and the smearing, we kind of go through discard, smear, gaslight, smear, and gaslight. It doesn't always have to be in direct order, but the smear campaign is part of the gaslighting. They'll retell a story in their own revisionist history and through their own lens that defies logic. Smear, 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 smear. Then when they get caught, that's when they deny. So she's in the denial phase at this moment. But let's let her use her own words. Here we go.
About any of it. I've learned so much. Every moment was incredibly powerful and insightful. The verdict handed down on Monday was no shock to myself, my husband, or my legal team.
Can I ask y'all for a question, panel?
Sure.
What did you think when you heard that line? Because honestly, I'm gonna tell you something. I wasn't prepared for her to say that it came as no shock. What did you guys think about that?
For me personally, what I always thought about this, I think she looked at this as all like, hey, this is a way of me to raise my stock. People look at me all like, like, oh yeah, I stood up for free speech. Because if you look, we'll listen later to what she was saying, but the way she kind of used like, this is free speech. The system was coming after her and attacking her, and so she just thought like, oh well, I knew I was gonna lose, but it's because of this, that, and that, and this. Now if it would have went in her favor, she would be like, yeah, see, I beat them. They thought the big big businesses thought they could take me down and so it would have worked in a reverse either way. But right. I feel like she did know that, oh, I'm gonna lose this case. And like you said, Lisa, she didn't go with a black lawyer because they probably would have been like, we ain't taking this. Nah.
No, they wasn't gonna. I'm trying to find that video I played last night for you. No, they wouldn't. What did you think, Sylvie, when you heard that? Are you with us, Sylvia? Did you get Sylvia?
Oh, did she freeze?
I'm trying. I was trying to unmute myself.
Oh, okay. What did you think when you heard her say that they didn't come as a shock? Oh, you have nothing to say about that? Okay, all right, all right.
No,
Purple
I
couch.
had to think really, really hard on that one because all I could say was performance.
Mm,
Because if it was a shock, why did she react the way she did?
Mm.
Can you tell us a little bit more about that? What do you mean by that, dear?
Her head dropped. And then she went into the bathroom after everything was over it because one of the ladies said that she was in the bathroom crying. She and Olga embraced and she was crying. So if it was something that you knew was gonna happen, why the reaction? You went into the bathroom. It wasn't like you stayed out there and she had to show the hard face in the front, but she went into the bathroom.
Wow.
And the next day she was jolly. She was jolly the next day.
Because she had to put on an
Unstable
act, but that first day she
Yeah.
was all like, "Oh shit."
Right.
Yeah, she put
Right.
when they said the thing, she dropped her head. She dropped her head the first day.
Okay, so couldn't have been a shock. You lying.
Mm-hmm.
Purple couch. What you think, baby?
Basically, what you said, it couldn't have been a shock. You lying. I mean, and it is all a setup for what she was saying in the latter part of the video.
The
So
video.
that was her trying to set up to say, "Oh yeah, I knew this was going to happen because
We are
they're
prepared, and we were
Oops, sorry, guys.
prepared
Oh, no.
for this challenge from the beginning. Prepare for the worst, as we said. We called bluff against a machine that wanted to bully me for not wavering from my personal beliefs.
Wow. Wow.
But what are those beliefs though? Like, what is she...
that you can lie and be okay and everything will be okay? Is that the belief? I'm not understanding.
I can't. I can't. Did she?
Wow.
Okay, Sylvia, because you were there. At any point, did her attorneys bring up that these were her personal beliefs at all? What she said? No.
No.
Poor Sylvia. Sylvia's sitting over there with her head in her
Right.
hand, like,
No.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Absolutely no. No.
this is the thing, though. And I think I heard lead attorney say this, and I heard a couple of others attorneys say this as well. Had she said that there was some sort of something to the effect of an honest belief, had she even come at it with that angle, she may have actually been able to beat the case. But that was not the defense that she presented.
Mm.
Yep.
That is actually a legal defense in a case, in a defamation case. Hey, Keza, yes, it is the gift that keeps on giving. Definitely. Hot topic. Is narcissism identified as a mental health issue?
Mm.
I will say yes and no. There is a differing opinion surrounding narcissism. Some psychologists will say that, and psychiatrists will say that narcissism does actually exist. Typically, though, what they say then is when they're diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder. So there is an actual disorder.
Oh.
Now, it takes a lot to diagnose someone with that disorder, as with anything, right? Somebody could say, maybe today I'm as pleasant as I am right now. And then, 10 seconds from now, or as soon as I sign off from here, I'm yelling and screaming at everybody in the house. And they may want to say, I done gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And, I got split personalities. They don't know which Lisa fixing to show up. right? So, but that doesn't necessarily mean I have split personalities. And when we're talking about narcissism and narcissistic behavior, that's why I'm very careful to say narcissistic behavior or narcissistic type behavior, because I am not a mental health professional. So I'm not diagnosing her. I am merely pointing out that this is narcissistic type behavior.
Right.
That's what we're dealing with right now. Okay. So that's the situation. So she could have used that as an actual defense, but now we're in the denial stage. Don't forget, we're actually in the middle of this whole denial and gaslighting. So we're going to now turn this whole thing around because I am the victim. Here we go.
A machine that has corporate interests to protect prostitution, drug use, promiscuity, and to glorify the violence that wreaks havoc on our society and in our neighborhoods. And to glorify...
Hold on one second. There's a little pause in my thing. Yeah.
It's sold to our children as the it factor.
Okay. I don't know about y'all, but that sounded like she was still saying,
Yes.
yep, Keza, she's still going off on. We're not going to talk about the deep state here on this one. I don't think but I'm not saying I believe or disbelieve it. I'm just saying she just trying to say as white folks. No offense to my Caucasian audience, but that's what she's saying. Okay, yes, she's still going off with Cardi in her statement. Poor Sylvia. You gonna be okay?
I mean,
I'm just surprised she didn't say like, "Damn, that rap music done made our kids," and all that's what she was getting to basically.
She kind of getting there.
Yeah.
Well, Jeremy, I don't agree with this. This is really nothing to do with the 45th president of the United States. Let's stay on topic here, honey. Okay, like this ain't got nothing to do with that. The topic at hand is, come on now. Let me see here. All right, here we go. She is right about the corporate machine, and see, but that argument doesn't apply here. See, this is how they operate. This is the gaslighting, right? So someone displaying this type of behavior, especially to this degree, is going to try to appeal to you, to me, to everybody else, and say, I've been harmed. The man has got me down. He got his foot on his neck. These here white folks, look what they done. This is a machine, the music industry machine, the hip hop machine, all of these people, they'll put up what they call straw men for us to look at over here and say, this is, oh yeah, you were beat down by the machine. No, sis, the machine didn't make them videos.
Now, if she just wanted to talk about this, that would be one thing. But you trying to justify that this is why you lost? No, you lied. This is why you lost.
And you said it in court.
Right. That sounds to me, Sylvia, like she's trying to say that she's still putting out the narrative in a sly, subliminal way.
Yeah,
and a sly subliminal way.
Cardi B is still a prostitute type of thing.
And on drugs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
Wow,
here we go. Here we go. We got some more.
This machine, this thing, secured an extremely prejudicial verdict against myself and my company solely off of sympathy and payola.
Listen, I ain't a bar. I ain't a Barty gang. I'm a me. But where we done heard that sympathy and payola from, and I'm just gonna leave that out there. Who you paid, sis?
Right.
Who paid who? Sylvia, did you see them jurors get paid?
No.
And who picked those jurors?
Oh,
They did. The
Mhm.
defense and plaintiff.
Mm, mm, mm. Wow.
my God, today.
Wow.
AT2, Mr. B coming after you. Said, do you still
Wait,
have the
what
same
happened?
opinion? AT2, do you still have the same opinion that she's a good businesswoman?
Um,
You ain't
now
got to answer that.
she, she might be a good businesswoman, but she ain't a smart one right now. Definitely not a smart one.
No. My. Okay, here we go.
Wow.
Asking me to redact the real reason as to why I was reporting on the issues at hand and succeeded in making me out to be an angry and malicious woman.
Mm.
This is a real business. I am a wife of 17 years, a mother to a beautiful 15-year-old girl who's an honors student, and a 2-year-old son. My platform creates news and sheds light on the issues going on in our society.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what's going on in the background. I'm cussing somebody out back there. I hope y'all can't hear it.
I
Anyway,
know. I keep hearing the kids in the background. What's
I
going
heard
on?
something
I
like
was like,
this.
is it me?
I heard
I'm
like this
looking
bird, and I was all like, wait. I was all like, is
let
that
me
somebody
find
laughing?
another audio. Let me find another audio. Hold on, people. I don't know who I was cussing out back there in their
You the one with the
background.
kids now, Tasha?
I don't know. And I'm trying to figure out even how that got recorded. Okay, hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Oh,
You know how they say they put subliminal messages in the music? That's what was going on.
That's what was going on. That's what was happening at AT2. That's what was happening. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can. Child. Okay, we're gonna get the rest of the audio, y'all. I'm gonna get it together. Hold on, guys. Hold
Wow.
on. Let me see if I can maybe even just redo it real quick without that.
Oh man.
But
Wow.
okay, you know what I do have? I do have the transcripts, and that ain't got me cussing somebody out. Okay. Sylvia ain't
Wow.
gonna mess with me no more because she gonna make this girl cussing. She acting a darn fool. Look at this. All right, let's see if we can see this. Can y'all in the audience see this? I'm gonna read some of it while I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get this audio back without the cussing and the fussing going on in the background. I mean, I have the video. I just don't know. I don't necessarily want to play the video, guys, without with all her actual video on there. So let me see if I can do something else too and just put a
I know on StreamYard you can play something but put something over the screen, kinda. Like put a picture over to like cover it up and then just play the audio on StreamYard. I don't know how this one works though.
Yeah, Restream's a little bit different, but I might be able to make something happen real quick. Trust and believe I be doing what I need to do here. Hold on. But anyway, let's continue this discussion. So here we have it where she is attempting to, keep the narrative going that somehow she's keeping hope alive and it is her responsibility and she's doing what she needs to do in order to she's basically saying she's been silenced and her First Amendment rights and the jury has been paid off. What do we think about that?
Wow.
She's treading light. She needs to tread lightly.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And why do you say that, Miss Sylvia? I want to get your opinion about this whole situation. Why do you say she's got to tread lightly?
Because if she doesn't have proof of this, she can be held in contempt and things like that. Because you can't just make accusation without having some valid proof.
That's what I hadn't thought about being held in contempt. I had not thought about that.
I forgot all about that.
I had not thought about that.
Say that because her attorneys got threatened a couple of times with that.
with contempt.
Mhm.
Sharing that. Okay. Okay, so got held in contempt, guys. We are literally on the fly creating an entirely new video. This is we are creating a new video. I will share with everybody how you could create the magic while you're live without a production team. I might add very shortly. Okay. All right, there we go.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I just find it crazy that her lawyer is letting her make this statement.
I don't think the lawyer is letting her. I think she is going rogue.
Oh, okay, okay.
And if her lawyer is, then that's another issue.
I wouldn't be surprised if Olga is letting her do this.
Do we think Olga's even going to actually represent her even more anymore?
I don't think so. I don't
Miss
think so.
Sylvia, did she I mean, is it true that Olga only did 1 minute of her 20 minutes?
For the closing, she did more than that. She did about 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna use that.
What happened? What did you say?
Well, I mean, another individual whom shall
Yeah.
remain nameless at this moment said in front of thousands of people that it
Yeah.
was only a minute.
Come on now.
A minute
It
and a
takes more
second.
for her to say her name.
A minute and a
It
second.
takes more for her to say her name. Come on now. Come on.
A
It
minute and a
really dogged
second.
out. No, come on now. That's not fair. 1 minute?
And a second.
Wow.
And a second. Don't forget
1
the
minute
second.
and a second. Let's
It
not
was a
shake
minute
this
and a
second off.
Who told that lie?
The same person
know
that gave
what?
her $100. The same person that gave. Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Put your head down.
Oh, he said that.
Yeah.
But then gave her $100.
AT2 stop. See, you know what? I'm trying to.
And kept saying it. And kept saying it.
He sure did. He sure did.
Put it on the board.
Does anybody who knows Twitter, is there a way for me to find the tweets that I have liked?
Yeah, so when you go to your profile, there should be over to like a little tab where it's like your tweet, and then next to it should be liked, and then like video, or either video then liked.
Okay, following profiles, because I want to find. God dug it. It says lists. Nope, it ain't showing me. I'm trying to find. There was a minute or 2 minute video that was tweeted yesterday, and I played it on your channel, AT2. I found where the judge, it was Judge and Olga, it was 4 months ago. And there was evidently a video conference, and Olga had told the judge that her original defense was going to be that basically Cardi planted these stories about her so to catch Tasha up, so that Tasha would say them and repeat them repeatedly over and over and over and over again. And then eventually sue her. And the judge asked Olga, he said, wait, what? Like, he asked her to explain it. He said, this makes absolutely no sense. He said that he literally out of his mouth said, this makes no sense. I hope this is not what your client intends to present in front of a jury.
Oh my gosh.
And Olga was like, well, she can explain it better than I can.
What?
And he said, I don't care. This doesn't make any sense.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
What does that tell you? Hearing that, Sylvia, what does that tell you about, like, if the judge is telling Olga, the client, and Olga's saying, well, she can explain it better. What does that tell you about this attorney
That means that, hey, I ain't gonna lie for her. That means I'm not gonna lie for her. She's gonna have to continue that lie herself. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. I don't know what she's saying, but go. She
I
can
don't know,
explain
but
it to
here,
you, I
let her
guess.
say it. Let her incriminate herself.
Yeah.
Look, I'm West.
Yeah.
I'm not
Olga set
even.
up Tasha. That's what it really was. Olga set.
Oh Lord.
82. Order the court.
I'm telling you, Olga set up Tasha
Oh
because
my goodness.
My God, today. Hey, One Cool P, how y'all doing?
Wow.
Wow. Guys, I'm gonna tell you what that also said to me though. That showed me that Tasha was not listening to her attorneys.
Nope.
right.
She was leading the case.
And I have said this time and time and time and time again. Your attorney, if you choose not to listen to your attorney's advice, there's nothing that attorney can do.
True.
There's nothing
Right.
the attorney can do. So there was only just so much that was going to be able to do. They had to work with what
Right.
they had. So while we're saying, while some people are saying, oh, the attorneys didn't, do her right, can we just please honestly say that she didn't have they didn't have much to work with. But this is narcissistic behavior. Even if anybody that's dealt with a narcissist knows, they are always right. They are never wrong. They are never responsible for anything. They're never incorrect about anything. What they think is the absolute truth and absolutely correct. And there's no way that you're going to move them off of that.
Nope.
No way you're going to move them off of that. Let's see if we can bring this up here while I'm waiting on my video to hopefully. I hope I wasn't sitting around the thing. I probably was sitting at the computer while I'm recording this going, this, blickety, blickety, blah, blah, blah. Because I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. And thank you to my esteemed panel for being here. We very much appreciate it. Mods, if you could continue to put Infamous Sylvia, her channel, AT2's channel, and Speaking from the Purple Couch's channel in the chat so people can subscribe to any of them if you're not already. And guys, please do share this. I know there's probably other YouTubers on, but I really would like for people to come here and also hear this side of the story. This side of the story. All right. Now, I'm going to read some of this here. It's so our children. Okay, here we go. That she was saying that for sympathy and payola, asking me to redact the real reason as to why I was reporting the issues at hand and succeeded in making me out to be an angry and malicious woman. Panel, if I'm not mistaken, Miss Sylvia, did she not understand, admit to doing this with malice?
Yes, she did. And they showed a video with the young lady woo somebody. I don't have my notes in front of me. Jessie Woo. Thank you.
Where she said it again. Okay.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
Okay. She goes on to say, this is a real business. I am a wife of 17 years, a mother to a beautiful 15-year-old girl who's an honor student and a 2-year-old son. My platform creates news. That's an interesting word to use, creates. How do you create the news? Isn't the news the news?
And she said that her channel creates humor and truth.
Oh.
Yes.
Creates
humor and truth.
And truth. Wow.
I don't think so, Sylvia. Did she ever say that she was a journalist when asked, are you a journalist?
She said she changed. First she said it in her video, and then she said she wasn't on her what's the name?
On the stand?
On her cross-examination. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow.
So my platform creates news and sheds light on the issues going on in our society. My First Amendment right poses a threat to the machine's sole intention to mislead the public with caricature built on violence, selling sex, and images of a denounced stereotype. Okay. Look
And
at
the
Chicago.
Pangea.
Oh,
Okay.
Look at the Chicago and LA and various other cities that can't even sit in their own living room and braid their kids' hair without worrying about bullets flying and killing their children. I think what she was trying to say there was that basically news reporting around what's going on in those cities is feeding into a stereotype that we are all a violent group of people. Cerisi, when you put people's channel links in there, can you put their channel name first, and then just so people know which channel they're going to? Thanks, honey. I appreciate it. I think that's what she was trying to say. She was trying to equate like what's really happening in Chicago and LA and other major cities around this country, which it is very true. There is a vast increase in violence over the last 6 months to a year. And violent crimes and deaths.
But what's that got to do with Cardi?
But has she been talking about this in prior videos? I mean, has she championed this sort of thing in the past?
That there'd be a no.
Oh, okay. Wow.
That would be a no. And absolutely not. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna upload this video too, and then we're gonna keep going. So let me read the next little bit and we can all chat about this. My First Amendment right was painted to the public and I don't understand this one. Courts as they bully, vile and malicious, I don't know, towards the machine that glorifies a lifestyle meant to serve as modern day genocide on our people, a machine that clearly influenced our children on how to kill, sell their bodies, and more. Sylvia, help me, please.
You want me to help you with that madness?
Wow.
She does gossip. Like, I don't understand why she's trying to make these, like, I'm not saying that she's wrong for what she's saying. It's just bad timing, and it has nothing to do with what's that saying, the cost of tea in China? It has nothing to do with the subject at hand, you know? Like, you know, she's making some great arguments, but that has nothing to do. And like, you trying to flip it and make it seem that something that it's not. You lied on somebody, and that was it. It nothing to do with the machine coming after you or nothing like that.
Wow, that's major deflection.
Yeah,
major. This is gaslight denial.
Wow.
This is what narcissistic behavior, when it has been defeated, because the original title to this video was going to be Defeat the Smear, right? Did TASHA K in fact cause herself to lose? She caused her own demise. And I honestly thought, I gave her the benefit of the doubt and thought we might get something similar to an apology, a little bit of something to go on. I had no idea we were going to get, as AT2 said, the presidential inaugural speech, or, you know, what could be I'm announcing my candidacy for the U.S. Senate. I mean, what you doing over here, sis? Like, I don't get it. But they think more highly of themselves than is reality. Right? Because they have to put themselves on this pedestal continually.
Wow.
It's you have to, and I believe Keza said this earlier in the chat. This is usually caused, and it's very true, due to childhood trauma, which we know she's been very open that she has experienced.
Wow.
Right. I just hate that she tried to be so pro-black and it just wasn't the time or the place. And especially when you said, you know, you only wanted white lawyers and you not taking down any videos until the white man tells you to take it down. That's
Yeah.
not very pro-black saying that. So I hate
Mm.
that she tried to conflate that with what's going on in our community. No, don't mix it. It's all on you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Okay, here I got some more audio. Hold on. Okay, so
Oh,
is this
okay.
the same thing? Oh no, here we go.
Chicago and LA and various other cities that can't even sit in their own living room and braid their kids' hair without worrying about bullets flying through and killing their children. My First Amendment right was painted to the public and courts as a bully, vile, and malicious towards a machine that glorifies a lifestyle meant to serve as modern-day genocide on our people. A machine that clearly
Modern day
influences our children
genocide.
on how to kill.
Modern day genocide.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That's how important this
Wow.
defamation case was.
Mm.
Her First Amendment right to slander and talk about people's over and over and over and over and over again. This wasn't just one video, and I think we need to make that grave distinction.
Yeah.
When people are talking about this is going to impact YouTubers and YouTube bloggers and the gossip bloggers and all that. No, it's not. Not unless they're going on a tirade and a
Yes.
rampage and a
Right.
campaign.
Right. Right. And not taking something down after someone has asked them to and said it's not true.
Yeah.
Right.
She's only talking about the machine to get all the conspiracy theorists and Nikki fans on board. Exactly. She's grasping at all the straws she can get, trying to save the fans she has left. But let me tell you something. It has, nothing to do with this at all. Let me tell you something. I was in that chat, so I could, record this. And there was 20,000 people in that chat. And when I tell you them super chats was coming in like 40 going north, them super chats was coming in. People were dropping, and they wasn't just $5 and $10. They was 50s, 100s, $200. People were dropping money in
Right.
those super chats for her. Okay, let's go on.
Sell their bodies and more.
Okay, so we heard all that. Let's move on. I can't stand
This
it.
ain't about $4 million. This machine
But
never
what is it
wanted my
about
money.
then?
They wanted to shut down my company in order to protect their assets that glorify this reckless and dangerous lifestyle pushed on us and our children. It was about someone demanding that I respect and give respect to something that has never earned my respect.
Oh my.
This is about changing the trajectory of how things have been done in Hollywood for over a century. There are no more gatekeepers, no more red tape, no more waiting to be picked and told what you have to do. If we simply believe in ourselves and our God-given right to live our lives purposeful and don't allow our gifts to die with us, we all hold the key to change. New age digital media such as myself and traditional media, we exercise our First Amendment right to publish.
That's where she's coming with her appeal, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
She's going to appeal. She's going to go on appeal and say that her First Amendment right was trampled on. Miss Sylvia, you were there. What do you think about coming back with an appeal of that nature?
I don't think it's gonna work because it was slander, it was defamation. Had nothing to do with First Amendment. First Amendment is saying that you can voice your opinion, you can voice things, but you can't go into a person's private thing and think you have rights. No, journalists have rules and regulations to that they can't go overboard on. So it's not going to work.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
I
No.
don't, and
That
I think
appeal.
that judge was really, really, he was very
Fair.
meticulous in how
Yeah.
he adjudicated and presided over. He didn't adjudicate it. He presided over this hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I don't think he'll get reversed. It would go to the 11th Circuit, and he doesn't have he doesn't have a lot of reversals, and so, and the bottom line is, I mean, with an appeal, they just don't throw out what happened in the court. So, yeah, when you admit it to defamation, that is part of what will be reviewed.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Jury trials don't get overturned very often. I mean, we see this in much more serious cases like, like murder or, assault or things like that.
Right.
When a jury of your peers, whether or not it was truly your peers, because you was in there picking the jury out too,
mm-hmm.
but when a chosen jury of your peers hands down a verdict, it is very rare for that verdict to be reversed.
Right.
You have to have a lot of, first of all, you have to be able to present new information,
Mm-hmm.
or there have to have been
Mhm.
some objections in there
Yep.
that that shouldn't have been overruled or yours should have gone through. And I know Sylvia was there, so sorry, Miss Sylvia, but I got to come back to you because we got to find out what happened in there. And it's getting late for you, Miss Sylvia. You getting tired?
Okay.
Just let me know,
Which
okay?
part?
And we'll excuse you for the evening. You've been all over today.
No, I'm good. I
Um,
just got to get some water. I'm looking for some water.
oh, okay. So was there a lot of objections in this case, do you feel, or do you think that there were any that kind of maybe stood out to you that they might be able to use?
As for
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm
She thinks
thinking because the money amount for the medical is one thing that the judge was concerned about, and they made an agreement on that. They stipulated that for 25,000, so they no longer had to do the 250,000. Now, as far as anything else, I mean, there's nothing that he did that was like prejudicial, prejudice against the defendant. He
Yeah.
cleared a lot of stuff up to make sure he crossed all his T's and dotted all his I's to make sure, because he kept talking about appeal, to make sure, like, whenever if it goes to appeal, certain things are done.
Exactly.
So it's gonna be pretty hard, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, there's literally I don't see any grounds for an appeal either, to be honest with you. I wasn't there, and just from what I'm hearing on the reporting now, I'm sure when we get the transcripts, I'll pour over those as well. But there's what they could potentially appeal on is the videos that were not allowed to be brought into evidence, which is also why I think the judge allowed some more information to be brought in that he originally wasn't going to let in.
Yeah.
And that was on their side. That was on their side. It wasn't on
Right.
Cardi's side. But and the other thing too, I know they were arguing about the what's the name, the tweet, the posting. They talked about that because it
Oh,
was
right.
one to bring some posting, and I know that girl Tiffany showed it, which I didn't understand how she gonna say they showed it when they didn't show it in court. I don't know where she was getting her
Oh,
information
so
from.
they did not show that tweet in court.
Mm-mm. Not the one she was showing. She was showing a couple of them, and she said it came into court. No, it did not.
Mhm.
I'm like, where did she get this
Um,
from? It's on the list. but it didn't show it on the in
Oh,
court.
show it. Oh.
Okay, so that I thought maybe they had showed it, but I'm glad you cleared that up. That they really did not show that in the in the court, because I was kind of worried about that. I was kind of worried about.
Cardi's team is the one that showed most of their videos, and they didn't show anything that was against Cardi. So, and then when they got to Olga and them, there was a lot of things that they weren't supposed to do then, because they had talked about it before trial, and he had already warned them, because they already did that when she was going for her counterclaim.
Right, and they threw him out in the counterclaim. That's what a lot of what they were trying to bring in, and he already dismissed that a long time ago.
The Byron thing, Dennis Byron, they took that out because they were saying that he was harassing her, and he was hired by Cardi, and they had proof of it. They had all the text messages that he was texting Cardi and all that kind of stuff. So,
and they didn't let that in either.
No. Nope.
No. But then, he actually had a restraining order. So
yeah, the restraining order was when she was coming from another state.
In Virginia.
Yeah. So who's zooming who?
Well, and
then she had a lot of her people doing stuff to folks. Just you know how they came into my chat, that type of stuff.
Yeah.
She got some diehard winos that will do anything for her.
Yes, she does. She does.
Yeah.
I think I've almost found this. Okay, let's play this for some more of this video. Let me check some more of these here. Thank you so much, Yolanda. Thank you. I'm sorry, I was looking. Here for the first time via 82. Thanks so much for being here, Yolanda.
What's up, Yolanda? Thank you for coming.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. What's LV?
Let me go get my water. I'm coming.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna continue to play a little bit of this just in a second. It has to be something that would change the outcome of the case. Right. And she lost her countersuit. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So she wasn't gonna be able to file they weren't gonna be able to bring in certain evidence because it was the from the countersuit. And also you can't bring in information that is gonna, how can I put the plaintiff in a bad light or be prejudicial against the plaintiff. And some of the stuff was determined to be by the judge to be prejudicial.
Yes.
Lord, people on these Twitter streets, I don't know what you want to call them, the highways on the Twitters, they just have been talking. The highways and byways on the Twitters, I cannot find that video for nothing. I knew I should have downloaded it.
Oh.
I knew I should have downloaded that video. Okay, here we go. Let's play some more.
Our opinions and facts concerning these caricatures of stereotypes pushed in our homes and into our society, and we are just supposed to accept it because there's money on the table? No. Absolutely not. This case was meant to drain me financially, and it did not. And send a message to anyone who thinks they have the right to challenge a machine that protects their corporate interests. We knew this case. We knew why this case didn't go our way. Our First Amendment right was intentionally hindered from the moment the case was filed. My company and I have built a platform that has been stamped over and over by traditional media, and most importantly, my viewers, you all. I have broken hundreds of stories on this platform from the moment I started recording videos in my guest bedroom back in 2015 while working at Seasons 52 as a server. I know y'all maybe think this is over, but no, this is just the beginning. I will spend as many years as I can to protect our right to voice our opinions and facts on these images that are sold and pushed on us. The appeal process has already started.
Okay. I let it play for a little bit just because I wanted to we got to get through this here. We're not going to be here all day and all night trying to talk about this woman because this woman literally, like this, I mean, honest to God. Okay, there was a lot to unpack there. So the stereotypes that have been pushed upon all of us as Black peoples.
Wow. And the yelling and the cursing, and the drama, in the videos, almost every video that she does, the drinking of the wine, and it's not communion.
It's the drinking of the wine for me. Okay,
I'm
it's the
baffled.
drinking of the wine. It's the being the loud Black woman.
She plays into that stereotype.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are what you eat, and in this case, she is what she's saying that she's speaking out against.
Yes.
Wow.
There's no other way.
Yes. Yes.
TASHA does celebrity gossip. She does not do politics or anything like that. She does celebrity gossip. Like, you cannot say, right? Like, what she's trying to do is distract people from her lying and her not taking accountability. It's a distraction.
Right.
The narcissist.
The narcissist. It's the narcissism, because we have to deny it. We have to deny it. For the First Amendment right is not licensed for libel. Exactly. No. I'm curious to know if this was specifically explained to her. I'm pretty sure it probably was.
She just ignored it.
I mean, you don't get 3 different cease and desists and say you're gonna wipe your natural behind with it. Well, she didn't add the natural. I added that in there.
Right.
It's after 9:30. You know, I can start cursing. I'm trying not to, because I'm trying to be respectful of Miss Sylvia. But you know, you said you was gonna wipe your behind with it.
Wow.
At any given time, you could have stopped this. I still want to know who wrote this for her.
Maybe her assistant, Chelsea.
Oh, that Chelsea wrote it.
You know what? Yup. Yup. I'm going to go along with that. Yup.
Yeah.
I find that to be true.
It was a combination, Chelsea and Vaughn.
Oh, Lord. Oh, my.
Don't be.
It's my opinion.
Oh, yeah, that's my opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard.
Allegedly.
I heard word on the curb is that oh Lord, and Storm DJ, you wrong. Oh no, you didn't. No, we did not. He did not write this.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, what did it say?
We wrote it?
A radio wrote it.
Oh Lord.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Stop playing.
That made me choke on that one.
That's so wrong. Did he write that in between that? Was he getting ready to fry that chicken?
Yeah, was he getting ready to make that chicken plate?
I'm gonna send him over my my spaghetti recipe and my potato salad recipe.
While he kept coming in Miss Sylvia's.
That's what I heard.
I heard about that.
That's what I heard. Her new attorney, probably, because I don't think it's going to be. It ain't. If I was all good, then I'd run for the hills. There's no way.
They can't do appeals. If your trial attorney can't do your appeal.
Oh, so it has to be a new one.
Oh,
but it's still the attorney for the injunction hearing.
Yeah, that's still the same.
Listen, macaroni and cheese means that these plates is going to go up from $10 to $12.50. That's a lot of work.
Right, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. And cheese is expensive, y'all. Have y'all been to grocery store lately?
Yes.
It is.
It is. It
That
ain't no
inflation
joke.
ain't no
Cheese is
joke.
Almost
hella
double.
expensive.
That
Package went
inflation ain't
smaller
no
and the
joke.
price double.
It's
Mhm.
terrible. Natalie, we're gonna I did that did well, I'm gonna let you finish listening to the rest of this here audio, and let's see if you what videos type of videos you think she fixing to make, because I don't think she's finna change a blessed thing. But anyway, here, we almost done here. Hold on, y'all.
And we intend to expose every conspiracy against me, my company, and my family.
Wow.
I was supposed to be destroyed a long time ago, but it did not happen. I am still here.
I
We are
will
still
survive.
here. This machine tried to squeeze us for everything, but God said otherwise and blessed us with much, much more.
Hold it, please.
Not God in
Everything.
it.
Order. She done took the Lord's name.
In vain.
I'm convinced Wiley did write this now. Because this sounds exactly like him.
Well, not just maybe that part, but not the bigger words. Just maybe that part. Oh my
Wiley had to
goodness.
have write this.
Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's not bring the creator into this. This ain't got nothing to do with the creators.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Wow.
Here we go.
We have built this platform video by video from my guest bedroom back in 2015, coupled with the best and most creative eyes and hands in production, my husband, my backbone. And he is the only man that encouraged me to fight this case from the
Holy
beginning.
man.
Wow.
Wiley
My
didn't
case will
encourage
set
her
a
to fight?
precedent for all.
Hold on. What'd you say, darling?
I said Wiley didn't encourage her to fight.
I think Wiley been putting batteries in the back of this whole time. I'm sure
Yeah.
Wiley Coyote said that.
But you know she don't care about his opinion.
No, not really. Not at all.
We say, wait. She must got another $3 million to blow because she just don't know when to stop. Can't stop,
Wow.
won't stop. She went, woo,
Ooh.
woo.
Mm.
Not from the big house.
Oh wow.
Not for the big house. Your company is
Ooh, my
only you.
hair is
Oh my
so
goodness.
whatever.
Let me tell you something. There's different people trying to say that maybe just one person, honestly, that's trying to say she got 300, 400 people for her company. Come on now.
Now, come on.
Can we stop playing? Let's stop
Wow.
playing.
Wow.
Okay, here we go.
All future media, and we intend to fight until the truth is out. There was no defamation, no invasion of privacy, and suicidal thoughts, and we proved that with sufficient factual evidence.
So now she said,
Wow.
this is not going to go well for you, sis.
No.
If you want to still hold to this, that you did not defame her, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you that. If you want to hold to the feeling that you didn't invade her privacy, I'm gonna give you that too. But what I cannot give you is you are saying that this woman lied about wanting to end her own life.
Right.
Wow.
Sylvia was there. Sylvia, were those when Cardi testified? How did you feel about her testimony? Did you feel it was believable? Did you feel it was an act?
Remember, I wasn't there in that part. I had a conference call.
That's
I only
right.
saw the second part of her interview when they cross-examined her.
Okay. I do know I watched Choke No Joke. I watched his coverage of that day. And he was moved.
Dennis too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Dennis Byron was too, Hip Hop Inquirer.
I'm sorry. When I was coming in the elevator, he was coming out, and his face was sad.
Man.
Mm-mm-mm. We do have a motion for me to find her that we have lying going on in the court. Let me move everything out of the way so we could bring the gavel down.
Yes, yes, yes. Wow.
Objection sustained. You cannot lie on the witness any
Wow.
longer. Okay. Objection is
Wow.
sustained. Thank you for bringing that objection. Thank you. Thank you, counsel. Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow,
All
wow.
right. 16 bars brought the objection that she was lying. Okay. That has been sustained. Okay.
Wow, 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 wow.
Oh my God, today. Oh, I don't know how much more we could take. Here we go.
In court, my lawyers taught me about preserving the record so that it's noted for the future. Well, this is me right now preserving the record. We
To
will
get a
fight
record.
no matter the cost or length, even if this takes years. I spent 11 years building this platform to serve as a leader in media.
Oh my.
Media is a power, fighting machines with endless money protecting their investments. My husband has spent over 20 years working in production. We have over 1 million viewers and hundreds of millions of viewers, and most who have been with us since the very beginning. I love y'all so much for that. Y'all built me, and y'all are the only ones who can take away the view.
So she said that that basically her subscribers and her viewers built her, and they the only ones
Only
that
Take
one.
it down.
take it away. My
Wow.
God,
Wow,
She ain't
wow,
going
wow.
nowhere.
Wow.
Celia,
Whew.
Yes, ma'am.
do you think that their judge can do a little something?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
I think so.
Wow.
Mm-mm-mm.
Wow.
Mm-mm. And let me tell you something. And I'm not saying I have been out here saying prior to today that I did not think that YouTube was technically going to do anything with her or this channel.
Mm.
After today, I am not so sure.
Mm.
Because this tells me she's still going to do her regularly scheduled programming. That's what this
Yeah.
tells me.
Right. She's not changing a thing. Not one thing about it. She's not changing nothing.
No,
She
she's
said the
not.
people can only take the view away.
The
My
people.
goodness. My goodness.
The
Mhm.
people.
Wow.
Last I checked, this what we're on right now is not owned by me. It's not owned by any of you. It's not owned by her. It's owned by Google.
Google.
All right.
Mhm.
Very much so.
And there are terms of service. There are rules that you have to play by in order to play on the playground.
Mm.
And channels have been snatched for much less than this.
Right. That didn't go to court.
They didn't go all the way to a federal judge.
Federal. Right.
But that's also why I feel like I'm still not entirely sure whether or not they are going to take the channel. Because to me, I don't know. Wouldn't you have at least said something? Wouldn't you have at least shadow banned her? Wouldn't you have at least done something? They've done nothing. They haven't given her a community strike. They've done nothing. Now, I do think that's the real reason why she took those videos down, though, so she wouldn't get a strike
Right.
or 2 or 3 or just automatically, because all of us are content creators up here. We know we got to be careful of those YouTube strikes, and YouTube can at
Right.
any point, if we violate the terms of service or whatever they call it, then we could take our channels down, get our channels taken down.
Oh, y'all, I'm sorry. I just opened up my computer. Guess what I just read?
What?
What?
The Wally World.
We all like what?
The Wiley World.
What do you
He
say?
goes and put, Unwind with Tasha K came with the best statement ever.
Wiley is going to give him a mentorship at all costs. He don't even care.
No, he not. She's letting him go and do all of that, and he's not going to get no mentorship.
Do I hear an objection?
Yeah, I object to that.
He is brown nosing like crazy.
He
Brown
trying his
nosing
best.
like crazy.
Poor soul. He trying his best. He trying
He's
his best,
trying.
but he just don't understand. He just don't understand. He just don't understand.
Listen, I am.
Somebody said she sounds like she's running for election office or something. No remorse, no accountability, no humility, and still attempting to play the subscriber's face. It is a hot mess, and this was why she lacked support from majority. She has yet to learn from what happened to her and her husband and company, which is so sad. Pride comes before destruction, and haughty spirit before the fall.
Fall. Yes.
Right.
Yes. Yeah.
I think we in the midst of all that. We done showed a pride, a haughty spirit,
Yeah.
a hard heart,
Yes.
a foolish mind.
Yeah.
This Poe baby over here, Poe Radio.
Why you
Poe
call him
Radio.
radio? I'm trying to understand why you call him radio.
Another content creator said that, not me. It was not
You
me.
call him? Why they call him?
I,
Why they call him radio? Somebody
we
please
gonna
explain to me
complain
why
in
they
the
call him
video.
radio.
I'm not gonna get in no more trouble tonight.
Oh wow.
I'm just gonna call him Coyote, Poe Coyote. Poe Coyote.
Wow.
He. You know what though? I have to give it to him. He riding out. I mean, he's not. He is
Right.
ride or die.
Ride or die.
Yeah. He does not
Yes, or die.
understand though. Oh, you know what I do have? Let me pull up. Let me pull up that Zabanga. What is his name? That I played for you last night. What he said.
What was the name?
Yep. I got. Let me play this little bit of audio for y'all just for a second, because this is why poor Wiley is never going to happen.
Oh
Never
my
gonna
God.
happen. Let me make sure that I don't have my earbuds linked up. This is why Wiley's never going to happen. This is why we're saying here that he doesn't understand. He's just a mere pawn. Hold on.
Yeah, I swear, sometimes y'all don't be knowing the whole story, you know?
Man, Chelsea can't do nothing right, at least for the next 6 months.
Chelsea is not being mentored. Chelsea has a whole different department, and she just happens to work in social media. So, you know, I'm not about to discuss what I do
Chelsea
inside my company on this internet. And the reason I said what I said about Storm was to pretty much... So here's what happens, right? So because I introduced him to YouTube, right? You hear me?
That's her baby in the back hollering.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah.
He's crying. He doesn't want to go to bed.
Introduced him to YouTube. If anything were to go down, it would be affiliated with our company. So pretty much that was a video that was done to create the separation. Like, he is who he is. He's not signed to my company. So whatever goes down over there has no affiliation with I. You see what I'm saying?
With I.
So Wiley, if Storm ain't signed, what makes you think you fixing to get signed? And why would you want to be signed? Because as soon as these appeals are over with, or as soon as they're shot down,
yeah.
Because I guarantee you the Supreme Court is not going to hear this mess.
Oh no.
No.
Mm-mm.
You have to, in order to get before the Supreme Court, and I know this is not a legal channel, y'all, but I've been on this earth 53 years. I know a few things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
In order to get to the Supreme Court, first you have to go to the appellate court, the
Mm-hmm.
federal appellate court, and then I believe there's another appellate court that you have to go to, and then you have to go, but you have to petition the Supreme Court to hear
Petition.
your case.
And they have thousands of petitions. And they
Thousands. You have to
select
be special.
which one
Right.
they will hear and the other ones they will throw back.
By the time this is all said and done, could she have potentially made that $3.8 million? Maybe. Maybe. But she keep doing this. I don't
Yeah.
think YouTube's YouTube is not gonna want that liability.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, if she becomes a liability, YouTube is not going to want to deal with that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Not at all. Yes, the child was crying in the back,
Wow,
but we
wow,
not
wow.
finna. I'm just gonna leave that there for y'all to just
Yeah.
note.
I
Here
thought,
we go.
you know what? I thought
Go
I
ahead.
was going to be funny and pull a card and see if, you know, her and Wiley were going to work out. It ain't looking too good. I don't even want to show what card I pulled. Because, you know, the cards never lie. And this card, oh my God. It
My
ain't
God.
working
I
out.
show my gratitude and appreciation by fighting for this priceless gift you have gifted my family and me, and the right to exercise our freedom of speech as human beings. Kibi Studios is a household name. Unwind with
Wow.
TASHA K is just one of the subsidiaries, and we intend to break out many more. Although the court hasn't instructed us to take the videos down, I've always said that I would comply with any court or jury. The videos have been taken down to show good faith to the courts because I respect the courts. We respect the courts.
Wait, did we not just get done saying?
Whoa.
We said for her to take it down, and she.
Okay. But I respect the courts, but they were paid. The jury and the
Yeah.
court was paid, but okay.
Yeah. Wait. Machine has corporate interest. Where is it at? The verdict handed down on Monday was no shock. We were prepared. We went against we went against the machine.
Payola.
That they secured the machine secured an extremely prejudicial verdict against myself and my company solely off sympathy and payola. And now she says she respects the courts. Sylvia, I think
Okay.
this was similar to what happened in the courtroom. Would that be an accurate statement? That she said one thing and then on cross.
Say it again.
Would it be an accurate statement?
Yeah. You hear me say it again? Come again?
Oh my God. Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, and yes.
Wow.
Guys, I want you to
crazy.
understand, this is, if you want to first of all, if you're in a relationship at all, any type of relationship, doesn't have to be romantic. It can be friends. It can be your coworker or your boss or whatever. But they are a narcissist, or they display narcissistic type behavior, because we can't just toss that word around. This is we all understand, and we see this now, how you can be made to feel like you've gone crazy.
Right.
Because 1 minute there's this, and then do, and then the next minute here we got a whole bunch more stuff going on,
I hate you. I love you.
all at the same
Right.
time.
Yeah.
You made me do this,
Wow.
right? It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Oh no, well, it's society or this or that, right? The way you defeat a narcissist is you simply you let them keep talking. because eventually they will catch themselves up.
Wow.
You hold on to the truth and don't waver.
Right.
Do not waver because they cannot handle the truth. Now they're going to run off to people who don't know any better, and that's this smear campaign that she's doing and that she's been doing.
Right.
And they're going to
Wow.
defame your name. They're going to say horrible things about you. I've had it happen to me. I would imagine probably everybody on this panel at this point has had it happen to them at some point in time. Probably some of us right now.
Yeah.
But right? Like, but
Wow.
the thing is that the other thing I found when I was dealing with this, and if I ever have to deal with it as I deal with it again, the one thing I find for me to keep my own sanity is please do not worry about what other people think that you don't know.
Mm.
Right.
Now, not all of us are having this done to the level that Cardi B has had it done to her.
Right.
And she was well within her rights to take this woman to court. Well within her rights. She tried to keep it out of court. She's well within her rights to do so. And she
Right.
won. Why? Because the truth was on her side. And she kept her cool the whole time. That's the other thing that's so very important. You got to keep your cool. You got to keep your cool. Don't give them any emotion. Not even anger, not nothing. Give them no emotion because that's what they feed off of.
Right.
Wow.
That's what they feed off of. Good or bad, they want your energy. Okay? Narcissists don't stop because it's always somebody else's fault. Exactly. Exactly. However, what narcissists do, though, let me see if I can stop showing stuff. Okay. What narcissists do, though, is they do move on to another target. But they try to exact as much energy out of you. And if you throw up your force field, if you gray rock them, you don't give them any emotion, don't feed into it, they will find another target. However, if you're in a situation where it's affecting your livelihood and your personal life or your mental health, I say by all means, it's not going to cost everybody $1 million to do these sorts of things.
Right.
Take them to court. Get an actual legal cease and desist created and issued and take them to court if you need to. Don't feel bad if you haven't done so. Okay.
Right.
All right, here we go.
This machine has tried to have me arrested, threatened my life, and created a fake narrative about me. And I want you to ask yourself this. Why does the federal government subpoena my work on this channel if it's fake news?
You say that again. One more again.
One more again.
One more again.
Taken down to show good faith to the courts because I respect the courts. We respect the courts. This machine has tried to have me arrested, threatened my life, and created a fake narrative about me. And I want you to ask yourself this. Why does the federal government subpoena my work on this channel if it's fake news?
Perhaps they have subpoenaed your work because you paid, allegedly. Now I have to say allegedly. According to the Chicago Tribune, I believe it was that reported it, or it could have been the Sun-Times or both, that you paid a Kenosha correctional officer who had access to an R&B singer's phone records and correspondence records so that you could break that information on your show. I could be wrong, but I think I have a sister here that's going to verify and validate it. Do we recall that happening? Miss Sylvia, that there was
No.
some subpoena? You don't recall the allegations being made?
Which one?
Child, Sylvia's about ready to tap out.
Oh my God. My head just spinning with the whole recording. I mean,
I know
I'm like
it's a lot.
walking zombie. I'm like, am I hearing this?
Right. It's unbelievable.
Fairy tale fantasy.
Yes. So so that back in, I think it was October, November, maybe earlier in the year.
What year? 2021? 2021?
In 2021, there was a Chicago Tribune, I think, article that came out and said that there is a correctional officer that is under investigation.
Oh, yeah, that's the article I'm in.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so thank you, because otherwise everybody's like, dang, she putting out fake news too. Get her off of here.
No, I remember the story. I just couldn't give the details, but you was on the right track.
Okay, all right, okay. And they because it was while the R&B singer was on trial in New York, that all of a sudden the Chicago folks say, hey, wait a minute, there's been records accessed and there's someone under investigation, because that information was put out on that channel. So it's not, my opinion is that those shows were subpoenaed to prove that this person accessed those particular records. Now that's my opinion. Would that be your opinion, Miss Sylvia? I'm not trying to put no words in your mouth. Would that be your opinion as well?
That they were pulled because because of the ex officer, the prison officer.
Okay. So just so we're clear, in case anybody's watching, I can answer why they were pulled. Go back to the Chicago Tribune and reread that story. Okay, hold on.
It's dated September 7th. I got it right here.
Oh,
okay,
thank
September
you.
7th.
September the 7th.
Yeah.
September 7th.
Man. Okay, there it is. I got it right here. I could play it for y'all.
Sure.
Want me to play it? Hold on.
Will it let you play it, honey?
Yeah, hold on.
Okay, good.
Sorry. Wrong thing is
wrong interview.
Wrong thing. Hold
on. While she's finding that, reread. Okay, hang on.
Hold on. Commercial. $1,000 off LASIK. I'll wait till the commercial's over with.
Okay. Reread. This isn't the last time she's going to be putting this spell on people. There are plenty of people that are literally believing all of this and standing by her and saying, Black power and Black woman power. No.
Yeah, there was a whole bunch of them in that chat.
Right. Yeah.
Right on.
And they're not seeing the contradictions within.
Hold on, listen.
Here we go.
Kelly Jail Communications, the blogger, Federal Records show.
Hold on, sorry.
Randy B. Superstar R. Kelly had been locked up at Chicago's Federal to blogger.
Here we go.
Ex-prisons officer suspected of leaking R. Kelly's jail communications to blogger, Federal Records show. Randy B. Superstar R. Kelly had been locked up at Chicago's federal jail for 4 months when a popular YouTube personality touted an inside scoop on the singer's tumultuous relationship with 2 girlfriends still living in his high-rise apartment. Apparently wanting to keep the women in his camp, Kelly allegedly had a friend bring $1,500 in cash to the Trump Tower residence to help pay their bills, blogger TASHA K said in an exclusive video posted to her YouTube channel in November 2019. One of them, Jocelyn Savage, was angry she'd been kept off Kelly's visitors list, according to TASHA K. The other, Osriel Clary, had left the apartment and not come back, throwing Kelly into a tizzy, she said. How did TASHA K know all this? Well, she wasn't telling. Yeah, there's a phone tap somewhere, and I'm not going to tell you where it's at. TASHA K told her viewers during the 39-minute video, which has so far collected more than 328,000 views. I have the plug. I'm not gonna tell you where I got the information from, but just listen to the damn information, okay? Now, it appears federal investigators allegedly know exactly how TASHA K was plugged in. A federal search warrant recently unsealed in Chicago shows that agents seized a laptop from a U.S. Bureau of Prisons officer who was suspected of illegally accessing Kelly's recorded phone calls, emails, visitor logs, and other restricted information during his stay at the Metropolitan Correctional Center on West Van Buren Street.
Okay, Sylvia, you can stop
The
it right
female
there, baby.
officer,
You can
Hold
stop
who
it
at the
right
time
there.
worked as a disciplinary hearing officer at a federal prison in Wisconsin, accessed Kelly's records more than 150 times in a 6-month period in 2019, even though the officer was not assigned to the MCC and had no official reason to be looking them up, according to the.
Sorry.
No, you fine. I want to welcome Make It Make Sense is here as well. Hey,
What's up,
Hey,
everybody?
happy birthday to you.
That's
Happy
right.
birthday!
What's
Happy
up,
birthday,
everybody?
dear.
Happy birthday.
I was gonna try my best to make it. I'm a little buzzed, but
You're buzzed.
Hey, we're just
All right.
surprised you made it.
I'll just say this to start. I was a little disappointed. I'm a fervent believer in everybody needs to eat. I was really hoping to hear a little bit more remorse in her statement. What it felt like was she was kind of doubling down on her initial statements. And if the judge said that your lawyers were possibly going to be sanctioned and reported to the bar, why would you then, in your statement to your supporters, say anything positive about what they have taught you? Because it's clear that the judge felt that they were inept. You lost the case. I would not be referencing back to people who potentially lost me $4 million.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That, I mean, I see it for everybody. Y'all know I do. But this statement, I can't stand behind the statement.
You know what? It takes a big man, and I love the fact that you are objective to do that. That you're very objective. I appreciate that. I do have a request. So we do have a tradition over here at this channel. So I just want to take just one little break, if you don't mind, and sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Come on, vocals.
All right, Marilyn Monroe.
Birthday, dear Mims. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I love it. She do it all.
It's just a little something, y'all. It's just a little something. My voice is tired. My voice is tired. But yes, I honestly had hoped for better. I really did, because I really want the best for everyone. I really do want people to really kind of absolve themselves, or you know what I'm saying? That's not the right word, but you understand what I'm saying? Like I want them to make
what you're trying to say.
Redeem themselves.
Thank you.
Especially since I heard Cardi was on Twitter saying she felt bad for TASHA K. After the judgment. So it's like, if she feels bad, then why are we doubling down on this? Why not just reach out to her? Because clearly, at the level that TASHA K is at, she can reach out to a Cardi just like Cardi could reach out to her.
Right.
I don't have very many positive things to say. I thought that she chose the right color. Like, somebody clearly coached her on how to speak to the people, how to make that. I mean, she had 30,000 people in the chat. So that meant that she's still viable. I just think that doubling down was the wrong move, in my opinion.
It definitely was. Thank you so much, Mimi. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, now we're hearing no mercy. Listen, I wanted to have, I was trying to have mercy. And I can't have now, you
It's
know,
official. You can.
you can't. At this point, what's happened is that basically she's done pulled a Godfather move and said, we going to the mattresses. We going to the mattresses. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's I
Right.
mean, what are we doing here? And Mims, we were talking earlier about, and I'm not trying to talk about nobody. I'm just saying that this is narcissistic gaslighting behavior on display, on full display for us to see it. And we've been listening to the audio. We're almost done, y'all. We've almost made it through the audio. Almost. So let's see if we can make it through this. Thank you so much. By the way, we're putting your channel link in the chat as well. So thank you so much. Make it make sense for being over here. We so very much appreciate that.
You did what?
And you spending time. We're putting your YouTube link.
Oh, and I couldn't be here, but I definitely shared your video on my community tab and told people to come check you out.
Thank you.
That's
Thank
what
you
we
so
do
much.
around here.
That's right.
Support
That's
each
right.
other.
That's right. We're gonna yes, because we're the Truth Brigade over here. We're gonna tell it like it is. Okay, here we go.
Truth Brigade.
Yeah. Like that.
I'm gonna catch up on a little bit of these chats here. Hold on one second. Come on, show on. A narcissist just knows how to get to a person. Exactly. She's probably hoping Cardi would maybe bow down. I don't know why, but
Yeah,
I do
what?
agree with you. I do agree with you. People that have these tendencies, anybody that's been in a relationship with one that had these tendencies and had these types of behaviors, know they hit you where it hurts. I mean, they get you in that lowest, at that Achilles heel, and they keep at it and keep at it and keep at it. And I can say this from personal experience. But what I can say on the flip side, because we talk about this on this channel here, what I can tell you is that when you get out of that and you look at that spot, that is the most unhealed spot that you have. And if you can go in there and do that work and get that healing in that area, you will be untouchable. That's the spot that God, that spirit, creator, whatever name you've assigned, is trying to help you see. This is the space of unhealed wound, beloved. Get that spot healed, and let me tell you something, your life will be free because you will no longer be trapped in that cycle of pain.
So you're saying you feel she needs to self-actualize?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying? She needs to actually look within, see where the issue is, and address that issue, as opposed to the facade she's putting on online. Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I'm saying for Cardi to not get, because so let's go a little deeper into this. Then let's go a little deeper. My belief is when you have somebody that is an empath or someone that is the target of the narcissist's venom, right? The empath gets most affected, not only because what we want to do as empathic people is we want to heal, we want to help you the whole time. Heal and help, heal and help, heal and help. But we do that to the point, to our own fault, where we don't want to heal ourselves.
Right.
That's kind of that dirty little secret. We don't want to heal ourselves. We'd much rather come and heal you, because if we got to turn the mirror on ourselves, that's uncomfortable. That's just standard operating procedure for human beings. Now, so in order for Cardi to not keep getting this type of a visceral attack in this area of her life, that's going to require that level of introspection. For Tasha, she needs to go back to the deep wound that was inflicted upon her over and over and over, and the trauma in her childhood and teenage years, and really work through that. Because in those years, it's been my experience, this is my opinion, that those that act out like this, you can point directly back to trauma. You can usually it's some sort of abuse or something like that that has happened, and so they shut themselves down. If you ever hear about victims of abuse, they talk about, well, I wasn't really there while the act was happening, because
Right. I hear that.
you don't want to accept all of it in.
Has she ever addressed past traumas?
Yes, she has.
Yeah.
They said that she's in therapy. She says that she's in therapy and been in therapy for a long time.
But she has talked on her channel about being the victim of various past childhood traumas in ways
she
that
talks openly
children
about
should
it.
not be. Yeah, the children should. I don't want to say certain things on the channel words, but she has discussed that. So because of that, that you usually then shut down, right? And that can do a lot of different things to people. Not everybody that suffers trauma turns out this way, but I believe that people that have these type of behaviors are made and they're not born. I believe, I mean, there might be some that are, but I believe that there's all these things that have happened to them during childhood and teenage years and potentially even young adulthood that basically tells them I'm completely not lovable. And if I no love and trust anybody and I let you in, you're going to hurt me anyway. And I don't want to be hurt, and because no one's here to protect me. And so they kind of shut down their emotions. So because especially if it happens as a child, then they grow and they cannot really have the capacity for real emotion. So when you don't, a regular person, anybody up here would have shown remorse. We would have shown some contrition. But if you don't really know how to identify with those emotions, you don't know how to have them. So in order to protect yourself, you are perpetually right. And then you become what we call an energy vampire. Basically, you'll take any energy, love, hate, sadness, anything, just so that this empty void in your heart is filled.
Can I counter that?
Yes, you may.
So I have a pretty good memory, and I feel like I heard TASHA, I don't know if it was on Instagram, discuss her lawyers advising her to get on and talk about the fact that her case was stronger than it actually was. Do we think possibly that that's just what she's doing in this instance as well? Do you think that she is projecting that the case, that her her appeal has stronger merits than it actually does, to try to sway the audience in her favor, similarly to what she did during the countersuit? After the countersuit failed, she came out specifically and said her lawyers had told her to do that because that's just the way court works.
Yes, I do believe there's a bit to that. However, when you in one statement say that this was a highly prejudicial and unfair judgment against you, and that it was only done because of sympathy and payola, so somebody was paid off. And then the next day, then a little while later, you say, but I took these videos down because I respect the court. Or you're making this into this whole, oh, this is just the man. This is the machine committing genocide on our people. And so I'm all of a sudden a champion of the people. She's not talking about the merits of the case. This ain't got nothing to do with that.
Right.
In my mind, it just doesn't. That this is now her just, I'm the victim. I'm downtrodden. And again, if you research narcissism a little bit, you're going to find that this is a typical thing that happens. They typically end up in a lot of legal battles, and when they lose them, then it's, the man's got me down, the man's holding me down, this is holding, you know what I'm saying? Like it's never them. So yes, if I'm a regular, you and I would come out with some contrition and some remorse. And then if we're going to appeal it, we would say, I have a belief that I have a strong case on appeal. And you all will see that very soon. But you're not going to sit here and say the industry wanted to keep this prostitution and this and that in the forefront so that our kids.
When she said that, I just. I'm trying. I'm trying here. I'm a glass half full kind of guy. I was like, this is what we're doing. This is where we're at.
All bad.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet she is constantly in survival mode, sad. The armor she's put on has been key to her success, but it will also be her downfall. She needs to go down to the bone marrow. This is too much.
Yeah, he's right about that.
I agree. Oops,
Yeah.
Do you realize that if this woman literally just put out more videos like she did with that Love and Marriage Huntsville mistress, she could be the Maury Povich, Jerry Springer of YouTube? Like, her content when it's on is right. I'm not gonna fault her. When her content is right, it's right. If she and if you were just interviewing somebody who actually has a stake in whatever the situation, that's a valid interview. This Star Marie girl, nothing was valid. Like, that's just like interviewing somebody off the street and saying, okay, well, go ahead and give me your your opinion on Heart of Inspiration. Because I know you bumped into her at the grocery store one day.
Yeah.
And she took the milk that you wanted to buy. So you go ahead and let me know was.
So clearly she a horrible person.
And she got arrested for taking my milk.
Man, they came and carried her away.
Right.
And then we caught her over in the aisle buying some Namaste. Anyway, the thing is,
prostituting. For some coochie cream.
I'm not coochie cream.
Oh my goodness.
You can tell we all getting tired here. Yes, exactly right. This is the thing. If she, that's what blew her up. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
If she had stuck to one, maybe two videos on that, maybe even three. Okay. And moved on. But it's years and years, and even after the lawsuit is filed, more and more, and after you lost your countersuit, more and more. It's like I kept watching these videos going, sis, this is not a good look. Whether or not you're going to win or lose, this is not a good look.
Right.
Stop talking. Stop talking. Right? But she can't.
Okay. I wish she would have spoke from the heart. Have we addressed that? If it was not a prepared statement and she would have spoke to her audience directly from the heart with some contrition, I think that this statement would have gone a lot further.
Well, this is the way she really feels. I don't think that it had anything to do with the paper or not. I feel like this is the way she really feels.
Yes, and I think that if she I played the clip from her IG Live a little bit earlier, and we've all heard her when she's really speaking from the heart. I think it would have been worse.
Right.
I don't think she would have been able to control herself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This was a controlled situation. This was the best thing I think she could have done. Minus
this was her best.
They're committing genocide, and the man's after me after I done said, I ain't taking nothing down till the white people tell me.
Wow.
You wanted to go to the slot machine a little while ago.
Right.
You was going to wait on the white people. You said you wasn't doing nothing till the white people told you to. And now the white people done told you, but now it's prejudicial, and now it's genocide, and now they fed into the stereotype of the black, mad, angry, malicious black woman. But sis, that's who you are.
Mm-hmm.
That's your persona.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you respond, because I don't think you see it the same way that I see it.
Who, me?
Yeah, I'm just asking.
No, I'm a glass half full kind of guy, but I'm getting to the bottom with the ice. And the only thing left in this cup is a straw. I don't know. I'm trying.
I mean, I feel like there's no other way to see it. It's plain in sight.
Yeah.
I'm a glass half full, but I'm also a very realistic person. I'm very
Yeah.
business minded. And I cannot understand who would have advised her. At this point, I think even though she has that $4 million judgment, I would have probably hired a crisis management team to handle my PR in this situation. They would have crafted the correct response, and I would not be citing references to ill-equipped attorneys.
But that's
Like
Chelsea,
everybody
though.
said
Chelsea
Ola
is
was
her
the worst.
PR. Chelsea and Wiley, that's her PR right there. She didn't have no other choice.
You mean a real one?
I said crisis management. There's a big difference between your normal PR, and that's not to take anything away from Chelsea, right?
But it is different.
Yeah, what we talked about this. We had me and Lisa and Sylvia had a little difference of opinion on my first go round. What Chelsea was able to do for, I believe, Vaughn and some of the things that she got him, I'm never going to take that away. Those I don't have nobody is coming to my channel and saying we want to give you $5 to promote. I think I was promoting for free an energy drink the other day on my live.
Yeah.
So I won't take that away from her. At 25 years old, she does have the ability to reach out and get sponsorships. But that's not a crisis management team. A crisis management team would look at all aspects of your life, everything that you are putting out there, and they would craft the messaging. They would look at your attorneys and say, maybe these aren't the right ones. They would hook you up. They would basically be your manager at that point while you're in crisis. And I think that she would do well to get the right team member in there.
Yeah. She needs an Olivia Pope, is what we're saying. That's what she needs.
And throw in the other one too. Throw in Viola Davis. How to Get Away with Murder.
Oh,
wow. Both of them?
Annalise Keaton. Annalise Keaton. That's what she needs. Annalise, if you out here, because they're all based on real peoples. Annalise, if you exist, you might want to contact Tasha. She needs you, girl. She needs you.
And Jesus. Mary Cosby's Jesus. Because Mary Cosby's Jesus will come and get you.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Not the other one. Not
Mary's.
Hers.
The one she'll sick on you.
Hers.
Yeah.
Once she'll sick on you. Until Miss Tasha recognizes her behavior, this will continue, just not in this area. That's right. It's going to trickle down to all areas. It's probably in all areas of her life, to be honest with you. And somebody else did also bring up the fact that she made the dirty blood comment about Bobby Lights.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I can't help that one either.
Oh, Mr. Ricky, I'm so sorry. You should have came on up, honey. Thank you for coming through.
Hey.
I didn't see you in the back. You could have came on up, dear. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Okay, I got a couple more minutes, y'all. Let's finish this here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me add this back in.
Why do state police departments request my videos for their cases? Why do media sites all over the world quote my work, our work? I want better for this, for us, and I live that better. Everything I represent, marriage, two-parent household, and working for every dime I make without harming the next person to get there.
Sis, you just got found.
The jury said you harmed.
And she said she harmed and did it because Cardi could afford a therapist.
Correct.
You don't say someone, well, I knew she could afford a therapist if you didn't think that she would need a therapist based on what you did.
Right.
Exactly.
That's a good point, Purple Couch. That's a good point.
Yeah, I can't deny that. That was a good point.
You didn't think you harmed that girl. Why did you say that Child, here we go. We finna finish. I can't take no more. Hold on. I can't go no further. Go
I
ahead.
create videos including
Not you, Lisa.
humor
Lisa's the healer.
and truth to take us out of
Humor and
depression
truth. Humor
and get
truth.
our minds off of sickness and financial burdens. And no machine will ever stop me. I get your emails daily encouraging me to keep going, and I love y'all so much for that. For accepting me as me. This trial was purely sympathy and payola to protect corporate interests, and we intend to take this all the way to the Supreme Court if need be.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna send her to the rubber room. This ain't right. Who's Supreme Court for hear this?
Maybe we could bring back T.S. Madison and Kaya, and she could take it to the Queen's Supreme Court.
That's what she meant. That's what she
Let me
meant.
tell you something. Let me tell you something. And I don't mean no harm. I don't know them ladies at all. But them two ladies will reunite before the Supreme Court of the United States of America will ever hear this case. I'm gonna stand on that one. Here we go.
This is my
Let's finish
life,
this nonsense.
and I will spend my life fighting for my livelihood and our First Amendment right as human beings.
First Amendment.
Dozens of major media outlets, the New York Times, Associated Press, Billboard, etc., have requested comments. And I've asked my lawyers to inform you all on our appeal process every step of the way. And I want to thank the winos. And before I go, I saw that there...
Okay, so the rest of this, y'all, the rest of this is her just simply saying that she has seen the GoFundMes and they're not real, they're scams. Okay.
From a business aspect, I'm sorry. If those major media outlets have asked her for some form of an interview, which I believe that they probably did because this case was pretty major, and she opted to interview herself on her platform, that's brilliant. I would.
But remember, she said comment, not interview.
Comment or interview. She had 30,000 people in her chat.
Yeah.
So,
but she
would like to see. I'm sorry.
She's almost had that before on some of her.
She had that and more when she interviewed Arian. But I'm just saying, from a business aspect, that was actually extremely intelligent. Could she have gotten more press going to a major media outlet? Yes. But she just made a pretty penny off of this interview. And so I just business alone, I think it was smart.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that. Okay. Absolutely. Is she going to could she be making comment and things like that? Absolutely. I just don't know where you go from here. If on the one hand, you're saying this was all sympathy and payola, and this was an unfair verdict or decision, but yet you want to go back to this, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I got some people, so we got Evelyn saying Trump got people out here thinking they could do anything. I'm going to say something and this might be controversial to some or whatever. If it took him saying that you could do anything, then maybe it took you a little bit too long. Because you should have been known you could do anything.
I think Obama actually ushered the "you can be anything, you can be anyone" era in, because people who look like Obama never thought that they had the opportunity to be president.
Right.
How conversely, the pendulum swung in the other direction. You know, like I'll choose my words wisely. The pendulum swung in the other direction because, as we all know, Obama was, I think he was a Harvard graduate, law attorney, attorney at law. For those people like Trump, or those people who voted for Trump that had never voted before, that pendulum swung that way. To a certain extent, he did make people who never felt like they were heard feel like they were heard. Similar to what Obama did 8 years earlier.
To an extent, yeah. I don't mean to cut you off, but I want to tell you, though, too, I will say that there was a lot more money flowing to our communities and to our business people during the Trump era than there was during the Obama era. And I personally know and have personally been able to gain access to money during those eras were very, very different. And it's interesting because the public persona and the public perception of what we're told a lot of times isn't really what's going on behind the scenes. Right? So it's interesting if you really kind of look at it. My thing is this also, though. Do I feel that definitely that, we as a people felt like, hey, we actually can be president? Yeah, definitely. I'm never going to take that away.
Yeah.
At all. At all. I want us to know that no matter who's in that office, we can achieve far beyond what the world tells us we can achieve, and we don't have to defame and libel anybody in order to do it. We don't have to tear anybody else down. You understand? I mean, that's real talk, right? We don't have to tear anybody else down in order for us to excel.
Right.
That's my
It's almost like
well, Tasha said she didn't tear nobody down, but obviously.
Wow. That's scary. To me, it's almost like the Tale of Two Cities with her and Lovely T kind of first starting out, and now, I mean, Lovely T is like over 900,000.
Yeah.
And she's tried to maintain integrity and bring receipts.
Yeah.
So she's successful.
Yep.
And she's done it without trying to bring so much salaciousness and untruths.
Yeah.
So you can see you can do it, like you said, without all of that.
Yeah. But I will say that her entertainment value, Mims, is high.
I watch.
I mean, we here for the mess. That's why the beef sector still exists. That's why, the salacious reporting still exists.
Very true.
Because she is entertaining. She just got to find a way to be entertaining without defaming.
Right. And that's possible.
I think you're right. I think those Love in Huntsville, granted, it's never going to be a Cardi B interview, right? It's never, or Nicki Minaj interview. But man, there's good money in that. And it's safer. Because they're already in a bunch of mess. And anyway, they put their mess out in the street all day, every day, twice on Sundays.
Right.
And it's them putting their own mess out there. And if they're going to say something disparaging or lie on someone else, then that's on them.
Did we lose Sylvia? Did she go to sleep on us?
Did she? Is her mic still on? I don't hear her snoring.
I don't want to.
Sylvia was making she was asking a question the other day, and I think now more than ever, it's very prevalent in what's going on. She was asking about the sectors. I don't necessarily want to be in a sector. I don't want my channel pigeonholed. I want to be able to come on YouTube, do what I want, talk about what I want, and go to bed at night and move on, work my 9 to 5, and then come back and get back on YouTube. I don't want to be in a sector. I don't want to be reality TV. I don't want to be beef. I don't want to be just court cases. I want to just come out and say, hey, this is what I'm interested in today. For those that are interested, stick with me. For those that aren't, I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
And, move on.
Particularly don't want to be in. You particularly don't want to be in a sector, but YouTube is going to put you in a sector.
I mean, I'm fine with being in entertainment because that's what I categorize my shows as. But in terms of me being in a sector, nope. I already break every rule. 82. From the beginning, they told me I was crazy because I advertise other people's channels. Like from the very beginning, whether you have 500,000 or you have 50, I advertise your channels. Somebody came on, I think they sold candles. I said, why didn't you mention it? They came up on my live. I don't care. My mantra has been since day one. What it is for me, or what God has for me, will be for me. Promoting you will not take anything away from me. And that's like a pillar on YouTube. People don't do that.
No.
So
no, we don't do that. We don't do that. But I'll tell you what now. Oh Lord, I'm gonna get in trouble here, but I'm gonna say it any darn way. It's my channel.
Nobody's gonna pigeonhole you, Lisa. Do you?
Let me tell you something. I am so happy that we're doing this right now, because do you know how hard it is to find other Black YouTubers that will come on your channel or let you on theirs if you are not their size, because all of a sudden it's a clout chase?
Are you serious?
Wow.
I've not had that experience.
Wow.
I put out there from the very beginning who I am, what my channel was about, how I'm going to support everybody. And I've gotten a lot of love. 82 knows I'm really cool with Sherelle.
It's
I've made really good friends. I have like a whole YouTube community. I told you I'm even really close friends with a dude who is. We would basically be Brandy and Monica. We look similar. We watch the same shows. We review the same shows. He's in his media room. And you know what? We just said we see each other, and he's been on my channel. I've been on his. We promote each other. I've not had those experiences because people know what they get with me. I'm coming glass half full. I'm coming. Lisa, I met you 3 days ago, but you know what? You're on my community tab. It's my birthday. You asked me to be here, and I'm here. You know what I mean? I feel a lot of times what you put out is what you get back. And I've only put out positivity, and I've only gotten back positivity. This one, I can't see myself on your thing, but I think I'm pointing at 82. Is it this way?
You're right now. Yeah.
I've been following this fool since way before he was even monetized.
Wow. This is one of my day ones too. Yeah.
That's awesome. So, but and Sherelle does that. I mean, I'm friends with Armand Wiggins, and he's been, amazing. And I've never wanted that friendship. We're actual friends. We've met in real life. Like, we're friends. Okay.
Right.
So that's different. But even it doesn't matter to me what size your channel is. But let me tell you something. When the circles that I run inside and outside of YouTube, I find that people of other races, specifically Caucasians, are more willing to say, hey, let me promote you, than for us and just be like, this is awesome. You have a voice. You have something to say. It needs to get out here. We're too busy over here. The majority of us, a good chunk of us, crabs in a barrel. And what I'm hoping this kind of thing, what this does, we came together today not because one person was beefing with another one, and the third person slept with the first person, and the second person had a problem with the fourth person. We came on here to come together to have a legitimate conversation.
Right.
That's what I'm hoping that we can create.
Yes.
Right? Well, you've already done it.
Yes,
you already broke the
you've
mold.
done that.
You've already done it.
Yeah.
And you just move on from there. If you've ever experienced something with somebody, 2 minutes in, what they are really about, what their heart is about, move on. Right. And I mean, we are crabs in the bucket. Our sector is really small. A lot of people know. I was really surprised that some of the people in Infamous Sylvia's chat knew who I was. I was shocked. I was shocked. Lisa didn't even know I had a channel. She was like, I know who you are. I had no.
I didn't know
Yeah.
you had a channel, no, but I had seen you on Sherelle's panel. You know, you call in and she bring you up. But I didn't know you had a channel.
Right.
But I don't think that we're all see. To me, crabs in a barrel is everybody's always trying to pull the other one down.
Right.
We're not that.
No.
Oh,
We're not trying to do
Right.
that. Let me
We're
check and
not
see
that.
hang on, we're gonna tap on Sylvia's window one more time.
Is she
Miss
there?
Sylvia, Miss Sylvia, baby girl, did you move?
she had a hard week at court. Y'all leave her
She
alone.
did.
Right. It's been a long week for her.
So I want all of Miss Sylvia's people to know I'm about to take her down because I don't think she's still there. I think she's going to sleep. Bless her heart. It's midnight there almost. So I get
Yeah.
it. So I want to thank her though. And so hopefully
Definitely.
somebody will take this
Yeah.
back to her and I'll text her in the morning. But I want to thank her for coming on very much and adding all that she did. So we're just going to say good night to Miss Sylvia. Good night. And we're going to take her
Good
down.
night.
We're going to take her.
Do the Kurt
I'm
Burnett.
here.
Good night. Sleep tight.
Right?
I'm gonna have to run in a minute as well. You invited me, so I said I was gonna be here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And happy birthday.
Yes.
Right.
Man of his word.
All right, definitely. I want to put this up here. Blogs and teas. Can someone please explain to me what the damn machine is? I need to sit there and trying to figure out what this machine is. What that damn machine?
I'll
Child.
close out by saying, she just needs to start using the allegedly banners. She needs to start just doing allegedly, because the T channels are always going to, unless you have firsthand information, it's really hard to spill tea. So, just use the allegedly banner. Don't purport that things are 100% true if you don't know them to actually be true. And, move on. I get her numbers have not changed. She's still at 1 million subscribers. Losing this court case is not going to detract the people that actually like her.
Yeah, agreed. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. But what she does now is going to make a difference. My concern at this point is that this little here 15-minute video is going to cost her big time, and not because she can be awarded any more money.
They're going to use it in the appeal. They're going to play this video if she does
They're going to
appeal
use
and
it
it
in
goes
the
to trial.
injunction. Injunction hearing. They're going to use it in the injunction hearing, where the judge decides what he's going to say she can't do anymore.
Right. They're definitely going to use this.
Yep. And if Cardi's lawyers are worth their salt, they're going to file an ex parte.
Yes. To speed up.
To speed up the whole process. Like, Judge, we can't wait 30 days.
And
Look
do
at what
probably
this woman is doing.
ask for TRO.
Oh my God.
Coochie Cream should have paid her good money to be in that video. That's all I'm going to say. They should have paid a good penny to be in that video.
I agree. I agree. See AT2 dropping out. He's cold-blooded. She can't file. I don't know if she can or she can't. I'm hearing various things about whether or not she can or she can't file bankruptcy. I don't know. And she's digging her own ditch. Yep, they may give her it tomorrow. It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Well, it looks like everybody's dropping like flies. This was fun. We got to do this again.
Yes, it really was.
We have to do this again.
Yes.
And I appreciate you allowing people to have their own opinions, their own feelings. That's important as well, because if you have a panel of people and everybody has one thought, one mindset, that's not even an interesting panel.
No, it's not. It's like, oh, this is boring. No, I believe that because I'm going to tell you something. I have a lot of differing ideas. And I have a lot that I probably don't subscribe to the norm. I don't. So I appreciate people having other ideas because I want to hear your point of view. And I honestly, because I enjoy the conversation and I learn something every time, and I see something from I see things from a different perspective. That's the only way we grow.
That's true.
That's the only way we grow.
Very
I want to
true.
thank everybody for being here. Well, yes, she did. She did mention payola. When she mentioned payola 30,
Your subscribers are not staying off her neck.
I
now
know.
that's what we won't do. We do not do clownery over here.
Mm-mm.
What did Monique say? When you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. We don't do clownery over here. You take accountability for your actions. It'll be
Mhm.
interesting to see if anyone will let her interview them again, giving her rep as a liar. Oh, absolutely, they're going to let every Love and Hip Hop, whoever was that, Growing Up Hip Hop, Love and Huntsville, all them peoples. There and there's probably other ones I don't watch.
And I will tune in.
They're gonna tune in and they're gonna be on there. And you know what? I can't. I may or may not tune in for the mess too, because sometimes
It's entertainment.
Mhm.
as long as it stays entertainment.
Right. Right.
I had a whole after the Aryan thing, I was like, how do I spin this? How do I spin this interview? Because everybody's talked about it. I said, let me see how I can reach out. I put the word out. If you have ever beat a mistress's ass, or if you have ever been the mistress, DM me and we're going to talk about it. And if I tell you,
I love that.
I had enough people for one show, and then I titled it The Conviction of a Mistress.
I
Because
love
Portia
it.
had said you'll never know the conviction of a wife. Remember?
Right.
So I titled it Conviction of a Mistress. It was one of my most fun lives. And I just told everybody, as always, my channel, you are free to, if your truth is that you're a mistress and you want to talk about it, that's what we did. So that was one of my most ridiculous, fun lives that I've ever done.
I absolutely love it.
And so I'm gonna do another one in February sometimes, because I still have people who have beat the mistress's ass want to talk about it, and people who were the mistress.
You know what? That would be actually a very good Valentine's weekend thing to do, because the mistress. Now I've heard the mistress don't get to go. The mistress tends not to get to have the Valentine's Day time, right?
Well, not on the day.
She don't get the. Well, she don't get it on the day.
Right. Right.
Or she don't get the holidays on the day, right? Now, if she do get the holidays on the day, then that's when she gonna get her ass beat, because the mama's gonna be like, well, where the hell you been at? You
So
know
now
what I'm
we're going back
saying?
to
Then
Portia.
your relationship over. Like if your man ain't at home with you on Valentine's Day and all of a sudden he got to work late, this is a PSA. If your man ain't at home with you and taking you out on Valentine's Day and he got to work late,
when he come home, make sure you don't smell soap on him.
you ain't lying.
Oh,
You is not
my God.
lying. Make sure that you ain't smelling soap. Make sure that he got the same underwear out on that he left out the house with. I said it. Go to that car and see if there's that whole bag in the car. Because man, y'all know y'all get the two. Don't play. This is what we talk about on Spirit After Dark. So it's
And make sure he didn't just take out $40 from the ATM, because $40 is the new going rate.
Is it?
My. Okay.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh my.
Y'all never heard what you would do for $40?
No.
I heard that. My. Okay. I don't know. But see, that would be a good Valentine's. That mistress thing is, there's some
Right.
We're gonna let me wrap this here up too. Okay, they need to push the perjury case. They probably will. They probably will. We got flotation now. Let's see here. All right. I haven't seen any. What is this now? I'm so sorry. I've never seen any high in ads on Tasha's page on she's liable case on the rep spend. How much reputable? Oh, how many reputable? Oh, I get. So they're asking, they haven't seen any high paying sponsors or
Oh,
ads. I pay for the YouTube premium, so I don't see the ads.
Oh,
Well, technically, I mean, you don't really know how much her sponsors are paying, right? That's not like
No,
public
we
record.
don't. But he
yeah.
might be talking about, you watch some channels, like sometimes people will tell me, oh, I saw a Procter and Gamble ad on your video, or oh, I saw a
Right.
Target ad or something like that, like a high paying ad from a
Yeah.
YouTube AdSense or ad revenue perspective. And I think Millie is saying that she's never seen that on Tasha's channel. So I
In the
wonder.
entertainment celebrity gossip, you don't get those kind of things.
You'll get coochie cream.
You sure will.
That's what you'll get. But that doesn't mean that 1 million people won't buy that coochie cream.
Right.
Listen, you'll get coochie cream. You'll get how to get a date. If them dating coaches will be up on there.
Oh yeah.
Let me tell you something.
You get a City Girls track.
A City Girls track. Yeah. Yeah. They telling me, your people telling me not to get you started. Barbara Parker says, oh, heart of a person, don't get Mims started. Be nice, Mims. How do you know this $40 stuff? Inquiring minds want to know. How you know about the $40?
I keep my ears to the streets. You know I'm related to Mama Joyce.
Oh. Are you for real?
No.
Because you kind of favor. I'm just saying.
Oh,
yes,
my
she
God.
did. You lose the Coochie Wash sponsorship. That did come out.
Oh, wait, are you serious?
Oh, we did.
Yeah. They cut her.
Wow.
Okay, so I've been watching her for years. I can remember very, very early on they were with her. That's crazy that they would separate now.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was right after, I think the day after. Thanks to everybody who's been here and is leaving good night. Thank you so much. And we will put this out again across all channels when we have our next panel discussion. This was enjoyable.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, Lord have mercy. It's the woman that made another statement.
What?
Another one?
This is breaking news. Breaking news. I done missed the breaking news, y'all. Mims, you might not be able to leave.
Are you kidding?
You might not be able to leave. I'm looking, y'all. I'm looking.
I'm getting like a text or something.
Did she do it on IG or?
We looking.
Oh,
was it an Instagram, y'all? Tell me, give me the scoop now. Give me the scoop. Nobody wants defamation of the coochie.
She's gonna be okay though. That $12.99 app alone.
Yes.
$12.99.
Yes, the app that she has where you can get her content.
And she's probably been smart enough to
save on IG. Look on IG.
Okay.
On each and every video, she's probably been smart enough to save that, so she could re-release all of her content at some point.
Oh my gosh.
Smart enough to save what?
All of her content, like everything that she's done, her interviews, her streams. She probably has it backed up.
Her channel's not down, honey. Her channel's not down.
No, I'm saying even if it were to be shut down, she probably has all of her content backed up.
Yeah.
Oh.
Moved
so
over
if she needed to release it on her website
Oh.
or her app, she could. She has other outlets.
Oh my
Wow.
Okay.
Did she really release another statement?
Yes.
She did. I'm going to read it because I don't know what the rules are as far as Instagram and displaying it. So I don't know what those. I think I could do that. Oh, she tweeted it too. So whatever. I'm showing it. I don't care. What you gonna do? Strike me? For what? Showing the Instagram? Here we go. Chrome tab. Here we go. No lies were told on anyone. I never admitted to lying about anything. No one threw anyone under the bus. Mostly everything reported was a lie from the inside. The court transcripts will be available to the public soon. I forgot to add that to my speech. Mims, go get your girl. Oh, did Mims leave me?
Where did Mims go? Where did A2D2?
The men folk left the room, child.
Lord, they done left the room. Wow.
They done left the room. Well.
Wow.
Well. I think that's about that it on there, ain't it? That's about all we had. I think that proved our case.
Yes.
You've been found guilty.
Wow. Wow.
I got to what? Hang on. We got to hold on. I got to put this back up here because I don't believe this happened.
Wow. Wow.
No. Oh, God darn it. I don't know where it went. See, oh, Lord Jesus, see, it went away. Hold on. No lies were told on anyone. I never admitted to lying about anything. No one threw anyone under the bus. Mostly everything reported was a lie from the inside, meaning inside the courtroom. The court transcripts will be available to the public soon. I forgot to add this into my speech. Well, there we have it.
Wow. So all those folks that were in there didn't hear. Oh my gosh. Ooh, this sounds familiar. They didn't hear what they heard.
They didn't hear what they heard. They didn't hear what they heard. They didn't hear it. I'm dropping the link. If you guys, I got a little while, I get a little more energy in me. So if you all want to come up here, and Purple Couch, you're welcome to stay. If you got to get going, I completely understand. I don't have a day job, so I work for myself.
Yeah, I have flexibility.
Okay, good. All right.
Wow. Wow.
This is absolutely crazy. She's clearly delusional. I don't know. You can't plead insanity in a civil trial, sis. It's a wrap. The enemy don't have to whisper in her ear any more lies. He stepped back and now he's laughing. Yes, that's true. Oh, she just tweeted again. Let me get to my Twitters. Let me get to the Twitters.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. My. This just gonna be good. I just do this all night long. Here we go.
And wow. So she's up. This is
up, and it's
she
up,
just
and it's up,
spit
and
in
it's
everyone's
up.
face.
Yeah. No, I don't see anything new. I don't see any new tweets. That one I just read was from 23 minutes ago. I don't see any new ones. Let me click.
Wow.
Hang on, I got somebody back.
Wow.
Welcome to the show, One Cool P.
How we doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. What's your take on all this?
I've been commenting a lot in your stream. You just haven't read anything. But yeah, that girl stood up there lying on that witness stand. I mean, she from what I gather from the 3 people that I follow that was there at that courthouse, that woman did sit there and say all the things that what she said, that she knew that evidence, that video, that stuff that she was talking about, Cardi, was not factual, but she said she ran it anyway. So she said that. So why are you going to lie about that lie? You on the witness stand and you say, they asked you, did you vet that? She said no. Did you find out that information was not true? Yes, I found out it was not true, but you ran it anyway. Yeah. Just like she said about her attorneys that she had. She told people in her followers, her winos, that she had attorneys. But she get up there on the witness stand and she said at that time she didn't have attorneys. So what you lying about?
Mm.
Right.
I mean, it's just a lot that I mean, I wasn't there, but I follow Miss Sylvia and Choke, and I'm listening to what they're saying about daily word for word stuff, and I'm just like, wow. And then this crap that she put out there tonight was just really all crap, every bit of it from beginning to end. But
Hmm.
that girl got something else in mind in play. She's probably going to end up on Desperate Housewives over there with one of them girls. What's that chick, Portia? I think Portia was tied up in the Arkell's case thing, and some management staff. I can't remember. You asked Miss Sylvia about that. She can quote all that stuff down to you. But Portia has a lot to do with the Kells thing, and I think only because she wrote a book is why she got up and said the dumb shit that she said about him. But she's over there, at Desperate Housewives. So maybe that's what TK is going to end up butt up at. I don't know.
She could, or Real Housewives of the ATL. They'll have it. They'll have her.
Yeah, that's the one. I'm sorry, I said Desperate, but that's the one. All of
What's
them
the
sound
Mm-hmm.
difference?
desperate to
They
me.
all
I don't watch it.
desperate.
I don't watch any of that mess.
They all desperate.
Mm-mm-mm.
That's what I call them. I don't watch any of that mess. Scripted reality crap.
I used to watch it. I'm not gonna lie because that was just my mindless television. I mean, it's just I'm being honest. It was my mindless TV. So I used to watch it.
I'm too much of a sports junkie, I guess. I mostly stay on the sports side. I got with Miss Sylvia following her because of the R. Kelly stuff, but I'm mostly
Mhm.
on the sports side.
Mhm.
Basketball and football is kind of my thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's usually where you find me at a lot. But when we got to dealing with this Kels, I mean, I was there at that rally that Miss Sylvia and I think Dennis was there, Choke was there,
Mm.
Dumbo, I think they call him, he was there. Quite a few other folks was there.
Mm. Well, I'm trying to see because Keza, you're saying that there was a
Cardi
Cardi
has
tweet.
her
I don't
last
have
tweet.
I don't have anything. I see something 3 hours ago when they was when Tasha was on, or more than 3 hours ago. Um, but what do you think? Like, as far as an appeal goes, what do you think that's going to happen with this appeal? One cool P.
I'm like you guys. I don't think it's gonna go very far. I think they're gonna look at that mess and be like, get out of here. I don't think nobody's gonna really take it. I mean, and after tonight, the stuff that she put out there, I mean, my goodness, she ought to be happy that somebody don't turn it in to the judge, and the judge put out a bench warrant for her, because I mean, damn, didn't we just go through this in court with you? And what are you up here doing? Now you calling the court a lie?
Oh, that's what's gonna get her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she'll end up she could end up behind bars on that, and then bail out and go do Real Housewives of Atlanta, make her some money. Because right now the way she's going, that YouTube channel going to end up getting snatched from her. And that BS that she said, but she took the video down in good faith. I mean, one minute she say this, but one minute she said it was in good faith. But didn't she say she wasn't gonna take it down unless the jurors said that
She
she
said the
had to?
judge.
The
She
judge,
said the
okay.
white people, the judge was gonna have to tell her to take it down.
Hmm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But then she said she took it down in good faith. Good faith for what? You don't believe in this machine, as you say. So what's good faith? Good faith for what?
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense. Here's Cardi B's tweet from a few hours ago. Here we go. Let me share this. Bear with me one second. And this right here. This her mood. Zendaya looking like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, and
This-
they would be the one to make sure that the court system hear this BS that she put out. And
Mm-hmm.
didn't we read somewhere or somewhere I read, I can't remember where, please God forgive me, y'all, I don't know. But I read somewhere where TK had made a statement saying that her lawyers were pure trash. And this was when the trial was going on.
She
I think
did back in June. She left a Yelp review and said they was terrible.
okay.
Yeah, she did. She did. That she did. That there she did.
Is
But
that the
people
same
wanted to,
attorney? Is that the same attorney she showed up with today? I mean, doing this
Yeah,
trial.
those were her attorneys. She
So
dogged
how
her
you
out.
gonna how you gonna one while say that they're trash? One minute you say she got the best attorneys that they are that's out there, and mm,
If I could make sense of how a narcissist thinks, I'd be rich.
Yeah,
I'd be rich. I
totally.
can't make no sense of this. This don't make no sense.
hmm
This don't make no
I
sense.
I pray and hope that Kale's uh, Jennifer Bogine can is following some of this, and I pray and hope that she files an appeal on some kind of lawsuit. I'm sorry, not an appeal, but a lawsuit for him. But she's mostly an appeal attorney, so I probably not. But I hope that there's something that they can do even before he gets out against Tasha.
Well, we'll have to talk about that now. So I don't want y'all that came over here to be like, girl, I am going to review some of these things that are being said about this case because I have some. Of course, I haven't followed this case, the behind the scenes part, but I will say this: it's going to not. It's going to be very bad
Mm-hmm.
for the state, or if it turns out to be federal. But in any case, when
Imagine,
you have
imagine.
someone that can, because I kind of don't want to talk about that case right now, but I
Right.
will say this: anytime you are paying an officer, a correctionals officer, to give you phone tap records,
Right.
that even when that article came out, he was still in the New York trial, and I thought for sure then I was like, whoop, this could
Right.
be a problem,
Mm-hmm.
because it just is. But um, who knows? I listen. We're gonna deal with this here, and then we're gonna move on to that there. But because I'll
So,
be looking
so
into that.
imagine if everybody that she's vehemently gone after come after her now, starting with like Wendy Williams.
Mm.
Uh, that's gonna be a bad thing because we've
Yeah.
been talking about that Bobby Lights. If of anybody, I feel like Bobby Lights has a case, definitely because she put dirty blood on him. You thought what wasn't good black girl. You thought that was proven that wasn't Tasha K. You thought what was proven that wasn't Tasha K. I'm so sorry. No, Georgia, don't play. Who's suing her attorney? I don't think so. I don't think so. It's going to be very hard for her, and especially after the statement she's made today. You said that today that they were good attorneys, so you can't. What you gonna do? Oh, your phone died, honey. You have a good night too. Thank you so much, Mims. And we'll let you know we're gonna do the next one. Oh, the Yelp review. I had not heard that was not her. I don't know. Good night, Miss Deborah. I don't know. Yeah, so Tasha did hire. This is the same Olga that lost Larry Reed's case earlier this year. However, Larry Reed did not get on the stand saying he did, to my knowledge, that he did what they was claiming. This would have been a really tough one to. I mean, you can't have the depositions that they had and expect to win this case. Hey, do you want to talk? All right, cool, P. I might let you down here. I hope you stick around. My folks are used to me pulling a couple tarot cards, so I hope that doesn't offend nobody. Does that offend anybody in the crowd? If I pull a card or two, y'all gonna be all right. Y'all gonna be okay.
I'm good.
Okay. All right, honey. Hey, thank you for being here tonight. I very much appreciate it. And I appreciate your input here. And when we do this all over again on the next what else? Now, what other case or other individuals who would you like to see us talk about next?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I don't know. I think Cuba Gooden Jr. case may be interesting. Isn't it out of Georgia? I'm not. I'm sorry. Where are
Does
you
he have a
ladies out of?
current case?
Yeah, he's got a sexual assault, sexual something case going
Oh
on
my.
against him.
Okay, we're gonna have to find that out too. We'll talk about that case too. And
And then, of course,
other.
there's the black girl that was killed up there in Connecticut by that, more than likely. Let me say it that way.
Yeah, that's allegedly.
How you say it? In my opinion,
Uh-huh.
I
Uh-huh.
like that. In my
Uh-huh.
opinion, by the white guy that called her death in. Miss Sylvia was talking about that a lot too, but that's a very hot case. I mean, the
Yeah,
police decided to just let him go because he seemed like a nice guy. And then after
right.
the family got there to move her stuff out, they found the condom and they found the bloody sheets and found some pills and some other crap, and they turned it into the police. And then the police decided, okay, well, hey, you know what? We need some DNA from the whole family. And then y'all, I guess they said they shouldn't have been there at the apartment, but hold on, y'all gave them the approval to be there at the apartment to move her
Wow.
stuff out.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. And they assigned a new detective and all that. So
I think they
um
took it out of the lower
I
justice
hope they
police
did.
department. Yeah, they
I
did
hope they did.
already.
Okay, good. Um But also, I like to talk about the spiritual side of stuff anyway, of like just general like celebrities or whatnot, or if there's just a spiritual side of things. We talked about astro world here. We talked about a whole lot of things. So if you guys want us to talk about something from that spiritual perspective and where we can have an open forum and talk about it as well, because I like to give you guys the backside of this because a lot of us deal with this same type of energy in our own personal lives. So, keep letting us know. And thank you so much, Koopy. I'm going to take you down here for a second so I
Okay,
can.
cool. Because I was trying to figure out how do I exit. This is a different kind of a stream, y'all.
Yeah, this is Restream.
Restream.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, honey. Thank you so much. Thank
All right, you
you.
ladies, have a good night. Bye bye.
Thanks, you too. Bye bye. Okay. See. I never used Restream from that side, so I have no idea how it works. Okay, we're gonna pull some cards. We're gonna pull some cards. Okay, what y'all want me to ask? What will we ask in the cards? The Nick Jen case. The judge has. Oh, Nikki and Jen. The judge has reprimanded Nikki's lawyer for threatening Jen. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. You working on something? Okay. All right. So what we pulling cards for here? What do y'all want to know? What are we let me look down here. What am I asking?
Mm.
Tasha's future. What we got going on here? Oh,
That's a good one. Judge.
we do have the devil card here. So there is a lot of that tells me there's I don't want to say just addictive energy, but she's trapped in this like tormented world kind of.
Wow.
Like that's the feeling I get. You guys have to understand that when someone is going through has these types of behaviors or thought processes, it's not an easy life. So that's definitely very toxic. We also have the magician. She's going to try to pull the rabbit out of the hat.
Mm.
She's going to try to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Nine of Swords, but deep down inside, she is extremely anxious and worried. She's just not showing it. What she's showing to the outside world with the sun is that everything is going to be okay. And that she's going to get her ship to come in, like with this Three of Wands. What else is going on here? Eight of Cups, and I'm going to read this as in the reverse. She is not leaving behind those energies that have not served her. If she would be okay. Five of Cups, she's going to be in an overwhelming sense of hurt and pain, and that's what she's actually going through right now. And then we do have this Six of Coins. Now, I'm not sure what that's going to mean for us in a minute, so We're gonna keep this out here while I'm listening to what the Six of Coins could possibly be. Okay, what do we need to want to know? Will Tasha K survive financially? Let's just kind of get that information out here. Let's see. Will Tasha K survive financially? Speaking from the purple couch, what kind of stuff what can you refresh the people's memory? Because there's a lot of people that are on here now that weren't on here before.
Okay, regarding
Like
the
with your
whole
channel and stuff.
oh oh okay. Well, basically I just talk about things that's happening in our world that affects and effects us. Affects and effects. Um I plan on having a on Saturday, if you all can want to stop by, and if you want to be, I'm going to drop the link, but I'll have two ladies to share their story about DV.
Wow.
Yeah, I have a police officer, a woman police officer, who will also be on there to talk about her experience in that area, as well as a gentleman who has a foundation, and he named the foundation after well, it's his name, but he started the foundation because his father, mother, and daughter did not survive TV.
Wow.
So, yeah,
That's
just
amazing.
yeah, just things that's happening in our lives that affect and effect
Okay.
us. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And I know we've been dropping the link in the chat, and then we'll get your channel link here as well. Okay, I'm gonna actually and honey, whenever if you feel like dropping off, I'm used to being on here for 3, 4, 5 hours, child.
hmm
So when
Yeah. If 12:30, I'm gonna drop down,
okay, all
trying to
right.
find somebody.
All right, let's go with this. Now we're gonna Anna, you gotta figure out what DV stands for. Okay. Um Women usually are the ones that are getting hurt through DV. Please don't type it in the chat either, Miss Anna. Okay. This is the questions about I'll tell you, I'll text it to you, Miss Anna. Temperance, will she survive financially? Temperance is going to be gonna be rocky. Again, with the magician, she's gonna try to pull a rabbit out of a hat, honey. She's gonna try to make this go away and work. This also tells me that temperance card also is telling me that she's really going to be trying to be alchemizing or creating something out of nothing. In other words, she's going to try to mix and match and duck and dodge and do whatever she can to make this work. I do have the Ten of Swords. I'm taking that as reverse energy. She's not done running her mouth at all. She's not done talking at all. This is still going on. And with this devil card, the devil also can show financial issues. Two of Wands, she's going to have to make some sort of decision. Seven of Swords, nope, she will not. I don't see her doing well financially. Seven of Swords, she's going to be losing money on this deal. She's going to be losing money in this. What is the next question? Where's Tasha's husband's? Where is his mental? Okay. How is Tasha's husband feeling? How is Tasha's husband feeling right now? Y'all not gonna believe this. Justice card. He feels justice has actually been served. Page of Cups. He's actually hoping to get her back to doing what she used to do and just having fun with YouTube as well. He wants to go back to when it was fun. The High Priestess, he's also going to be telling her it's more like he knew this was going to happen of the two of them. And he can what his ideas are actually probably would be very good for them. Four of Wands, let me clarify that. The moon. I'm not sure. However, if she's going to go that route, whatever he's recommending. She's a Pisces, though the high priestess can also be Piscean. The moon definitely can signify a Pisces. And the four of coins, he's really going to be trying to save as much money, salvage as much money as possible. I need my board for this. That's some allegedly, if I haven't heard one. I'll just say he gonna be saving. Six of Swords. I think the husband's gonna end up taking a trip back overseas. I'm also kind of wondering if they're married, and I don't like to speak on marriage because I'm not saying I want this woman's marriage over. I do not want this family broken up. I don't. So I'm not going to necessarily speak on that. But this Four of Wands and this Moon and this Four of Coins, I just feel like there's going to be some rockiness to this relationship because it's going to be stressful. That's all I'm going to say on that. Y'all not finna get me to say no mo. No mo. Hey, Miss Lynn, how are you?
Good to see you, sweetheart.
Good to see you too.
Can I just tell you, I'm in love with your website. You have inspired me so much. It is so freaking beautiful. Just like you, your energy.
Drop down.
Okay, dear. Okay, thanks, Purple Couch. Thank you for coming. I'll see you this weekend.
And
Okay, great.
Look, she's Purple Couch, and I'm usually Purple Lover up in here.
Oh, okay. All right, honey. Let me let you down, Purple Couch, okay?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
But I am getting the exact same information you're getting about that situation. Because, like you say, you don't want to speak nothing bad on anybody. But that's what the energy is giving. He is tired because he warned her repeatedly about this situation before it even occurred. That what she was doing could potentially lead to exactly this.
Yep.
And that's why I've been picking up from him. When you started doing the reading, that immediately came through. He had been warning her about this repeatedly.
Yep.
Not only him, there was other people that she's associated with that was in her ear telling her, you need to back off of this. This is not a good idea. And she's just not willing to hear it.
Yes.
She has in her mind her vision of what she thinks things should be. And she doesn't care what she has to do to pursue it.
Yeah.
And sad because she has a lot of really good people in her corner trying to help her. But it goes back to that old saying, a fool will suffer their own counsel. And that's what
they sure will. That's very true. That's very true. Yeah, I don't know that. I mean, I do believe that he loves his wife and everything, so I'm not speaking ill on their marriage at all.
Definitely. It's just that this is taxing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, anytime something like this, you don't need tarot cards to know that. Anytime there's financial issues, that'll rip a marriage up. You can stay up here for a second. Will the appeal or bankruptcy work? Okay, I'm gonna ask about the appeal first. Will the appeal? Oh, there's a judgment. I'm gonna give that a negative, Ghostwriter. Judgment. No, the appeal will not.
It's not going to work because she's already admitted to the fact that she did it.
You got nothing to appeal. I can't wait for these transcripts to come on. I swear to God, I'll be buying them all. And the bankruptcy, 7 of Wands, she's going to have to fight for it. This is a maybe. To me, the 7 of Wands is a maybe. Okay? That's a crapshoot. I'm not sure if that's going to work.
She could turn the whole thing around like you were saying earlier, but because she's not willing even to consider it, those options are going to fade fast. But she's not really interested in trying to pursue anything
No.
other than the course she's on.
No, because she still thinks she's right.
Mhm.
Someone else asked, is TK pregnant? No. No, no. No, she's not. She ain't pregnant. Let's see what else I got here. Yes, I do believe he's at the Six of Swords came out. He's going on a trip somewhere, guys. Could be back home to regroup.
He just wants distance.
He's going on a
trip
trip
from all of it.
Yeah. Do you feel blogging teased? Do I feel like she's treating people like this because something happened? Because I never seen someone fail to see their children suffer. Wow. She has been very open about what's happened to her in her childhood. So yes, in her teenage years, absolutely. Because I have old hurt as an organist. Yep. In the Kojic. Yep. But you healed, blog and tease. You healed. That's the thing. This is unhealed hurt on display. You have pegged it exactly correctly. It'd be really hard not to be. Go ahead, honey.
I'm sorry, I'm being kind of cautious. And because she's so immersed in her hurt, she can't see other people hurt right now.
No, she can't see past her pain. It'd be hard not to be low Rocky. Exactly. I don't wish bad things for this family or Tasha. I'm disappointed that she wasn't smarter. I am too. Oops, not that.
I think everybody really wanted to root for Tasha because of the good that she could do. She does good in a lot of areas. It's just that this has a hold on her.
Yep.
And it's unfortunate because she's not a bad person. She's just making really bad decisions.
Correct. Absolutely. Yep, you can definitely tell that she's unhealed. Nene baby, I didn't hear anybody say that the judge told her she couldn't file bankruptcy in court. Here, let's do this. Google is our friend. Can you file bankruptcy? Yep, on a judgment. I'm Googling, guys. Okay. I feel like you can, though. I have heard that from other places that you actually can. Let's see what they have to say. I done messed my whole sleep schedule up, y'all. Okay.
It's not just you. It's the energy because my sleep schedule has been off for a little bit now.
Oh, no, my sleep schedule was off because I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning writing an ebook Monday morning. And then I just couldn't then of course I slept in a little bit later, but then I couldn't get back to sleep till 1 o'clock in the morning. And here it is 11:34 and I'm still ready to go.
Yeah,
okay. Some judgments can cause so much damage to your credit standing. A lot of people wonder whether or not if there's a way to quickly clear it up. Many experts would recommend filing for bankruptcy, but does bankruptcy code? Filing for bankruptcy will discharge you from any personal liabilities, including debts that you owe creditors. However, it is important to note that once a judgment has been filed and a lien placed on your property, bankruptcy will not be able to remove that lien. So, what does that mean, Lisa? That means if Cardi were to take this to the point whereby let's say she decides that she wants to place a lien against all of her assets and the Kibi Studio assets to secure her money, then the way I'm reading that, she will not be able to file for bankruptcy. that she can't file it on the punitive damages. I don't know that anybody really has. Yeah, I guess I didn't know that he did have a bankruptcy attorney on his channel tonight. But from what I said, what I just read, it all depends on whether or not Cardi puts a lien against the house and the other assets. And as I said last night and other places, she makes too much money to file Chapter 7 anyway, so she's had to file Chapter 13, which is reorganization, personally. Okay? And plus, it's going to be hard to tell a federal attorney, a federal bankruptcy judge or magistrate that you ain't got no money, but you've been all out here on the interwebs talking about you just fine.
This is Dennis. Yes, a lot of people have brought that up. Anybody with common sense would know judges and jurors are internet savvy just like she is. And with everything that she said, she has purgated herself. Plus, she's showing that she has no remorse. And so, she's trying to get an appeal. That's not going to look good for the appeal either.
Right. Natalie P says she will not be able to have $3.8 million judgment discharged in bankruptcy court because of the fact it falls under intentional tort. Well, and you know what? Actually, you guys, I don't know how many of y'all follow this particular case, but that is very similar to what has happened to. Okay, yep, I'll look at that, but I don't think anybody's bringing up this intentional tort. I'll look at his stuff. Where was I? Oh, in the Eric Girardi case, he was found liable or something like that, right? Guilty of stealing his client's money, and a judgment was put in against him for that. And he's in bankruptcy court right now, and they're not discharging those amounts. They're not just saying, "Oh, you don't have to pay." Those clients that he stole their money from.
Yeah, because there was also a law passed years ago that you can profit from your illegal doings.
Right.
So that makes sense that all of that kind of like falls into that hemisphere too.
Mm-hmm. So she'd still have, yes, Blog and Tease, she would have a payment plan. Now, believe it or not, the IRS tax debt can be put under a payment plan. Tax debt that's over 3 years old tends to be completely discharged. And tax debt, then also they remove the interest and stuff on tax debt. So the question came up, does she owe 3 years in taxes? That's all allegedly. I have no idea. I've never seen anything. Chapter 11 would probably be for her business, I think. Kibi Studios would be a Chapter 11, I believe. What's Debrat got to do with this? Okay. Here we go. Yes, ma'am.
Mrs. Dennis, it would be really interesting to see how the judge will respond to her defaming him. Because a judge is not going to take counter to that at all. So it'd be really interesting to see what his response would be to that.
Yes. Yep, Blog and Tease. I actually knew that she was going to get denied by the trustee. I've been in corporate America for so long, and I've seen businesses that lose these sorts of cases and all kinds of stuff. And I've seen personal people that that lose these kinds of cases. They get denied because basically the thing is, if you weren't about to file for bankruptcy before you did this, like it, and again, I believe it must go to that intentional tort. You did this to yourself. It wasn't like you didn't like you got in just financial trouble. You literally did this to yourself. You would have never had this $3.8 million debt if you hadn't been telling continuous lies and defaming somebody. Or took it down when they asked you. She's toast. She pretty much said the machine paid off a federal judge. Yeah, that's no, honey. Yeah, I know, I know, I know, I know, and a jury. I know, but she doesn't. This is the gaslighting. If you were to talk to her about that now, she would say that she never said that. That's the gaslighting of it all.
And here's the other thing she's not realizing. She is now setting a pattern of behavior that they can look at, because they not only have her previous bad acts that has now been proven, now she's creating new bad acts for them to take a look at. And they can say, from what we've seen from your past behavior and your current behavior, you didn't learn anything.
Not a blessed thing. Matter of fact, you jumped bad out here 24 hours after the punitive damages and said all these people was working for the man. That's true. She might as well have said. Yeah, the IRS does do forensic accounting. I would not want the IRS involved in my stuff. It's both personal, 7-Eleven, and see, we don't have I've never heard of Chapter 11. I guess I don't want to know about I've never heard of Chapter 11. The Brett filed bankruptcy, but her judgment from her and that lady was not discharged. Okay, well, there you go. There you go. You could tell she'd been crying in her voice. I can tell she wanted to sound like that. She may have been. I don't want to take it away from her. Maybe she has been. Who knows what, her and her husband been discussing. And it's got to be, I don't want to seem like I'm completely cold. It's got to be a hurting thing. That life of being stuck in this this allegedly, potentially, in my humble opinion, narcissistic hell, trapped in your mind and not being able to, you're in your mind, you're always right. Everyone's out to get you all the time, and you're always spinning something, and you're always trying to be on top, but you never see your fault in anything. But then you do wonder why people are not in your corner, or people are saying these things. That's a tortured, tormented life. And I would not want that.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I believe she's got something going on. Yep, I've seen that. Yes, ma'am. I went and saw that. It was on her Twitter, and then she reposted the Twitter to the Instagram. It was a tweet. You hope the judge comes down? Well, he's going to have something filed. Most likely. They don't just haul you. I mean, if the U.S. So, in order for the judge to do it himself, I do believe that there would have to be some DOJ, Department of Justice interference. And now you getting above my pay grade on that, child. I ain't never dealt with the feds. Not that I've dealt with anything else. I'm just saying I ain't know nobody that dealt with the feds either. So I don't know. I just want to put that clear. I'm not, some criminal. Not that, whatever. But I ain't had that much. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what latitude that judge has now. But like I said, if I was Curtis Peoples, I would be writing up. I'd be done typed up that ex parte. What time is it? It's 12:45 a.m. in the morning out there on the East Coast. I'd be done had that everything doot, and that would be in the electronic filing First thing, 8 o'clock in the morning. I would not waste time. I would not waste time at all. TK faced after she closed her statement. Yeah, well, no, I think she was trying to look like regal and like, you know, like I'm Harriet Tubman incarnate, you know. I'm
Yeah, because she was
MLK.
trying to evoke you to feel sympathetic for
Yes,
her, and make you feel like this isn't just some on YouTube. This is your family that's going through this. She really tried to personalize it to you, so you'll be more sympathetic towards her.
yes. And the
But the
sad
feeling
part
is
about
not.
it is the majority of the people, well, not the majority, there was a lot of people in that chat that I saw and that were sending her super chats that were very supportive of her and agreed with her and said this was somehow about race and somehow about them trying to silence her and that she should fight to the bitter end. You all are all fools, and I have zero issue calling you a
First of
fool.
all, this was her doing. She chose to do this. She initially admitted, and Lovely T a long time ago initially admitted that they were trying to break the internet. And then she got to a point that Lovely T said, I got to back off of this because you're going way too far. You're allowing people to say things that you know for a fact is not true. I'm not willing to do that. Nobody made her do these actions.
No.
All of what's happening to Tasha K at this point, unfortunately, is self-inflicted.
Right. But I think that we're going to have a grown woman conversation at some point very soon amongst the women that we cannot just be out here saying whatever we want to say just because we have melanin in our skin and then everybody's supposed to just ignore it and just excuse it. But I'm tired. We can't do that. We can't be out here doing that. We can't be out here wilding like that.
And the other thing is you see this stuff back again spiritually. You're not getting away with anything. All this stuff is coming back. Whichever you reap, you're going to sow.
Yeah. She gonna blame the machine broke into her Instagram, her tweets. Yep, they sure did. Them gremlins in the machine. Them ghosts in the machine, child. That's a song. Ghost in the machine. Them ghosts in the machine. And then she gonna play It Wasn't Me. Oh, okay. What we got? Cardi's attorney will get that video to the judge. I'm sure she will. Oh, I'm not the body language baddie, but we could. It was something real off. Then her chat praised her. Oh, it was disgusting.
I wonder if they can hold her in contempt of court for that, since she's
if
still
what?
going on. I'm wondering if they can hold her in contempt of court because of her behavior that's been still going on.
Maybe. I maybe, because then it's not completely over. The injunction still has to be. So it's really not over. And what's up with lead attorney? He donated and he didn't live stream after her statement. Okay, all right. Okay. I ain't good. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it on that one now. That there, right there. I didn't know he didn't go live after, because that would have been, he didn't go live with everybody else. I ain't got nothing to say. I don't have a thing to say. Miss Lynn, I'm gonna let you down here. We're gonna get ready to close this on out, guys. I do want to just say a couple things to you guys, and then but thank you so much for coming up. I so appreciate it.
You're welcome, and thank you so much for having me. You have a good night, sweetheart.
Thanks, honey. You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, guys. So I know a lot of you aren't necessarily always here at this channel. We do a lot of spiritual stuff, right? We do a lot of esoteric stuff. and astrology along with this, and we sometimes occasionally pull the tarot cards. And I also actually teach people about astrology and the tarot, and attune people to Reiki, and help you through shadow work, and help you become a healer as well. So if you do get a chance, just go over to my website and maybe sign up for my newsletters. Watch a few more of my videos. I'm super excited. We actually have a course called Finding You in the Universe, and there's a link down in the description box below. It's a Linktree link. You click on that link and get some information about finding you in the universe. It's an 8-week course where we're just kind of introducing some of these concepts. I am still an ordained Christian minister, so it's not like I'm not teaching you, how to get in touch with devils, because I don't do that. I don't work in the dark. I don't do darkness. Okay. But what I do though is I do help people find their purpose. So, if you are interested in anything like that, you can go to www.heartofinspiration.net, or you can click that Linktree link down below, and you can get some information. I think I've got information about finding you. Let me drop that link in here really quick. Just bear with me one second. And if you don't if you're like, Lisa, I'm not sure if I want to be a spiritual counselor or energy healer, because we do that. We certify you for that. If you're not sure about that if you just want to figure it out a little bit, I want you to really consider this program that we've got going, because I'm telling you, you're getting thousands of dollars worth of instruction in just 8 weeks, and for less than $600. Yes, I am also a medium. I am. I don't talk about that a lot because a lot of people get weirded out sometimes, but I mean, if people ask me, there's a link to Finding You in the Universe if you want to go check that out too. Um, who's Zillionaire? Yes, I saw that, honey. I have the screenshot. I got the receipt. Trust me. Thank you so much. Yes, I am a medium. And thank you, Juanita. Thank you. Oh, I can't, it keeps moving. Thank you so much. And also, guys, I also, oh, how did that happen? Um, on Mondays, if you guys, I have a membership, it's so inexpensive. But on Mondays, we'll start back to that next week. I have Members Monday. And so it's just a members only live. I do every Monday except for this Monday because the case broke, the verdict came back. Anyway, and so we just talk about spiritual stuff, and I'll do readings for you guys and answer questions or things like that too on Mondays for my members. It's usually about 7:00 Central, 8:00 Eastern. So if you want to consider becoming a member, that link's down in the description box as well below. Thank you so much, dear. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, Miss Dennis, we've been on here almost 3 hours. Have we been on here 3 hours? We have been on here 3.5 hours. Oh my good Lord. Ms. Dennis, here is if you go to my website and click contact us or whatnot, contact me. Why don't you if you would just reach out to me. Okay, we'll talk. We'll figure something out. I am feeling though, your son, interestingly, Mrs. Dennis, your son feels like he has already crossed. Like he didn't get stuck here. He didn't get stuck. Sometimes spirits get stuck because they don't want to leave us, or they can't figure out how to cross over truly in transition, or they don't know that they're really transitioned. But he's not stuck, and he's very happy, and he's very peaceful. But yes, I would be happy to. I'd be very happy. Oh, I thank you so much. Let people know it's not a feminist page. Oh, I hope I'm, no, we're not. Okay, sweetheart, and we'll figure something out, okay? All right, guys. All right. Hey, I've so enjoyed this, and thank you for supporting the channel. And guys, leave me some comments, or I'm going to put up some community page posts. Let me know what other celebrity discussions we want to have. Doesn't always have to be about legal situations or just any other kind of discussion, but I do want to talk about like how different people in pop culture, or different people in the culture period, how they are affecting or what we see in them, right? So this is a perfect example of really severe narcissistic type behavior. The Jamie Lynn Spears and Britney Spears situation, again, like a very dysfunctional narcissistic family that's just, and they did horrible things to Britney. So, I've been looking at, Harry and Meghan. Like, at one point, Meghan was just this crazy narcissist. And then now poor Harry has kind of become one too. So, I'm like looking at that kind of stuff. So, yeah, let me know if there's anybody else that you want me to discuss. We could put cards on them. We could do a whole lot. Okay. We can do a whole lot. All right, guys. Peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. I love you guys so much. Namaste. Bye, guys.